Welcome back into a special edition of Rounding Third podcast. It's our live viewing party for the Home Run Derby. Just happens to fall on podcast night, which is kind of cool. But how are we doing tonight, Harrison?
Good. I'm excited for the Derby. I don't know that I've watched one of these from start to finish in a couple of years now. So
yeah, this is going to be. I think this is going to be an interesting one. Not a lot of Thunder bats, except for a couple guys. With Mookie and Rushman in there, kind of it's a different look.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sean will hop on. He's coming back from Connecticut, and we all know 495 traffic, so he'll be here at some point. But
Connecticut is chaos. It's always tough to get home.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this Derby, to your point, Sean or Nick, I think it's gonna be a little bit interesting because I think you've got better hitters, but you don't have a lot of your traditional sluggers. You do have a few. I mean, you got Alonso and Vladdy and Garcia. You got some guys that can hit, Robert, but you also have a few guys in there, Rushman and Betts, Arozarena, who are not necessarily power guys, but they're good line drive hitters. So it'd be fun to watch a different approach.
Right.
Now, if ESPN would just start the broadcast, I'd be happy. There we go.
They need all the fanfare.
Oh yeah. Well, they got to make it. They got to make it an event.
Yeah, right. I mean, we'll get first pitch at 8:30 here, but anyways, yeah. Who's the clear favorite? Do you think? I mean, Vegas says Alonso.
I mean, I think everybody says Alonso. I mean, the guy's won it twice. He put on a hell of a show last time. I think he's your favorite. He's been here. He's done it before. He knows what he's doing. But there are some guys in this field that have some serious raw power that can hit some bombs.
Yeah. So, who's the dark horse?
My dark horse, and I'm not picking them to win. Seattle's a tough ballpark, but I feel like the lefties fare a little better there. I like Adley. I think Adley's a dark horse. Because you don't have to necessarily crush the ball to get it out of here. It's not the most hitter-friendly ballpark, but I do think Adley being left-handed, that's a benefit to him. So, he's my dark horse.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think it's so hard because I'm bouncing back and forth between two guys, but I think it's my dark horse is Garcia. But Robert, I think, could put up some serious numbers for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at Robert, you look at Garcia. Those guys have just absolutely raw power. They also have those kind of like aggressive, slightly violent swings that they may wear down a little bit over the course of a derby, but boy, they'll make some loud contact tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We disappointed Shohei's not in it. Do we get it?
I mean, again, it's. I would have loved to have seen Matt Olson in here. I would have loved to have seen Shohei Ohtani in here. Like, I would love to have seen the league leaders in here. I get why neither one of them is here. Doesn't mean it's not still disappointing, but I get it. Like, you and I were talking before we went on. If I was one of these guys and they approach me at the home run derby, if I'm on a team that's in contention, I'm a little less likely to say yes than if I'm not. Because it's proven to mess with swings. Guys get into weird funks. They come out and have slumps. There's not a great track record of guys coming out in this thing and then having a great second half. So it's certainly, if I'm the Texas Rangers or the Dodgers or I guess for the Mets doesn't matter right now because they're a hot mess. I'm nervous. I'm nervous with guys like Betts and Garcia being in this thing when we are right in the thick of a chase here for a division title.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Braves have too much to lose. That's why we're not going to see Acuna in this. That's why we're not going to see Olson.
And I totally get it.
Yeah. I mean, even Austin Riley could probably be in this thing, but you're not going to see those guys.
I mean, you go up and down that lineup. You could have had 4 or 5 guys that deserve to be here. Sean Murphy, Austin Riley, Acuna, Olson. I mean, hell, I sent you guys a message last night. Travis d'Arnaud plays a game yesterday, hits a home run. All the guy does is hit home runs when he plays.
Yeah, that's crazy. He hit 2 when I went and saw him a couple weeks ago.
It's all he does.
I was so mad that Sean Murphy wasn't playing, and then Darno gets up, hits one 475, and then another one in the left center again. I was just like, God, man.
It's
He
just
would
not right.
start. Yeah, he would start. He'd be the starting number 1 catcher
Yep.
in every
for
other
sure.
team in this league. He's not.
For sure. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what he can do. And the fact he's a backup catcher is even crazier. He's a starter for like 25 other teams.
Yeah, absolutely nuts.
But
so yeah,
what do you think about the game here in Seattle? Do you like the ballpark? Do you like the layout?
I don't. I like. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, I mean it's better than the Kingdom where it's dead in the left corner. But yeah, home runs. I think lefties would have an advantage, but we don't have. Unless Adley goes lefty, we don't have a single one.
I have to believe Adley's going to go lefty. He must know that the stats are in his favor to go lefty.
I would imagine, right? I mean, right field's your shorter porch than left.
It is. Ball tends to carry to right better, but we'll see. I mean, then you got a guy like Vladdy Jr. who's not afraid to go oppo either. So,
right. Yeah, I mean, for the Derby, I mean, I think we could possibly see some bombs, but Rushman might have an advantage with the right field porch there for sure. But
yeah, I think this is a cool ballpark. It's a tough one for a home run derby. It's a great one for a game. And we've seen a couple of all-star games here that were slugfests and a couple that were really tight. This is one of those games. It's gonna be one with doubles, probably not a lot of home runs.
Yep. Yeah, like I said a couple of weeks ago, like when I came back from Atlanta, and you guys were like, "So where does Truist Park like line up?" And I'm like, "Well, it's like every ballpark I go to is my new favorite." So it's like it's so hard when I haven't seen it in person.
Yeah.
But the way it's laid out, I think if they had lefties, they would have the advantage here for sure.
Yep. I agree. I can't wait to get this thing started.
Right.
Did we who's up first, do you know?
I don't is it the 1 seed that goes first or do they go last? I don't know the order.
I don't know. Guess we're gonna find out here in a second.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Julio, lining up against Alonso in the very first round.
I know those matchups to me. I mean, I know they obviously go by the seeding of how many home runs they've hit during the first half, but
yep. That's a tough one. It's a tough draw out of the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Mookie and Vlad. It's also another tough one out of the gate. But yeah, this should be a good show. I thought, when did they start wearing their team homes for this? Didn't they have like an all-star jersey that they usually wore?
Yeah, they did.
Huh. I don't know why. Can't wait for City Connects to start making all-star jerseys.
I can't wait for City Connects to just go away.
Oh my god, they're so bad.
I think I'm done with them. I think they've officially run their course for me. I've been disappointed too many times. When you made the Texas uniform and had to explain it to us, and then when you brought out Pittsburgh and tried to explain it to us and it still didn't work, that's when I kind of went, I'm good on these. Let's just stop.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, commercial break. Let's get I'll give you a first trivia question here.
All right.
We won't wait for Sean. Can you name 5 players that have at least hit 100 home runs for 3 separate teams?
Oh, wow. 100 for 3 separate teams?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I bet you could get 4 out of the 5 on this.
I can think of a bunch of guys who've done it for 2. I'm trying to think of some people who did it for 3.
Well, just name them for 2, and you might.
Well, like 2, you've got Manny, you've got Bonds.
No.
You've got Hank Aaron didn't. Boy, Freddie Freeman. No, he's not there yet.
No, he's got 2.
100 home runs for 3 teams.
3 separate teams, and I would say 3 of them are modern era.
All right, good. They're not from like the 1901s.
No, absolutely not.
A-Rod.
A-Rod is one, yes.
All right.
Henry says going underdog Adley. He wants Adley to go. Yeah,
I love it. Hey,
Yeah,
go for it, Henry.
We were saying with that lefty, he has a shorter porch there. It could be.
Adley's my dark horse, and I'd left if he goes lefty for sure.
Morgan got number 2.
Oh,
Adrian
Beltre, it's a good one. Yeah,
Beltre.
yeah.
Yep. So you got A-Rod, Beltre, and then 2 more Hall of Famers.
Boy,
I wouldn't have gotten this first one because he only played for 2 in my eyes. I can't think of the third team that he hit 100 with, but Mr. October.
Oh, Reggie.
Yeah. What was the third team?
Yeah, it was the A's, the Yankees. Where else did he play? He made a.
I don't know, but that's what it says.
Huh.
And then big lefty. Cleveland, Philly.
Tommy?
Yeah, Jim Thome.
Oh, okay. Wait, Cleveland. It was Cleveland, Philly, and where else? Oh, White Sox, right?
White Sox, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the 5th name on that list was Darrell Evans.
All right, fair enough.
No, I don't know Darrell Evans.
Yeah, Tommy. I always forget about the third stop. To me, it's always just Cleveland, Philly.
Reggie Jackson, though, that's a weird one.
Yeah, where else did Reggie play?
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't think of him anywhere else. Oakland, 1 season in Baltimore, the Yankees. The Angels, California Angels.
Yeah.
I totally forgot he played for the Angels.
I did too. Crazy.
Wow. That's a good one. That's because I mean, for 2 teams, I can think of a bunch of guys, but you throw a third team in there, it's like, oof.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, A-Rod finally hit me. I'm like, oh, duh, Yankees, Seattle, Texas.
Yeah. No, that's a lot. Well, A-Rod probably did it in 2 seasons with Texas?
He had 57 in his first season there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Second season, so yeah, it didn't take him long. It was what 57 home runs, like 144 RBIs, and then suddenly he was on steroids.
Oh yeah, J-Rod beat Alonso in the first round last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. I kind of forgot he was in it last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soto snuck by him. Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was it. That first one he had against Seager, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was an insane amount of home runs.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta root for the hometown guy,
right? I don't know if I really care for that side patch on that hat though. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the side patch.
It's huge. Yeah. All right, and then so last one before we get started here that I got. Who was the first player to hit at least 13 walk-off home runs in his career?
Oh, 13 walk-offs.
Sorry, I don't know the answer to that one.
I mean, even Siri doesn't know. You can't hold me to
it.
Right? 13 walk-offs.
Also a modern era guy.
I know that oh, really? Modern era guy. I was going to go back to like Mantle and DiMaggio had a bunch.
Nope. Our lifetime.
A-Rod hit a bunch, but I don't think he had that many. Morgan's going Polar Pete. I mean, he's the odds-on favorite. If you're going to Vegas and putting money down, you're going to put it on Pete. You're putting it on the Polar Bear because he's been here and done it. Yeah. Robin Ventura, who hit a bunch of walk-offs, also had a bunch of grand slams.
No, wasn't him. Also got a grand slam right to the face too. But
he did. That was a good one. Boy, Ortiz hit a bunch.
No, not him.
Manny had a bunch.
Nope.
13 walk-offs.
That's crazy. It's a lot.
That's an insane amount of walk-offs. My goodness.
I'd give you a hint, but it might give it away.
No, that's good. I'll wrestle with this one a little bit longer.
All right. So here we go. Robert and Ashlyn Rutschman are going first, it looks like, if they're going by the bracket.
Walk-off homers. And modern era, like the last 30 years, or
Yeah, last 20. I'd say 20, 25.
Edgar Martinez.
Nope, that's a solid guess, but no.
Yeah, he said he hit a bunch of walk-off hits. I think it was more walk-off hits than home runs.
Yeah,
Griffey didn't have that many walk-offs. Nobody ever pitched to him. Bonds never had that many walk-offs because nobody pitched to him with guys on late in games.
no.
Was it somebody from the last category?
It was, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, say, guys hit a lot of home runs are bound to be guys hit a lot of walk-offs.
Yep.
I already said A-Rod.
Yeah.
Beltray never hit that many walk-offs. Tommy.
Yeah, it was Tommy.
All right.
Yeah, crazy.
It's like, well, maybe a guy that hit a bunch of home runs hit a bunch of walk-offs too.
Yeah, 13. It's nuts.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I was watching some highlights the other day. I caught a reel of some 98 highlights, and that Indians team back in that time frame, like mid to late 90s, they were so loaded.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
The fact they didn't win every single year is mind blowing because that team was so loaded.
Yep.
Stupid.
I mean, even in, was it 97 when they lost to the Marlins in the 7-game series? Yep. Like, they were still ridiculous. Like,
they were so loaded.
Oh, God.
You had Tommy and Baerga and Vizquel, and then you had Travis Fryman, and you had Albert Bell. I mean, it was unreal. Just you look at their lineup and you're like, how did you guys not win several World Series titles in that span?
Then, I mean, that whole span. Like, even when they were starting to play, when Sabathia was with them and they played the Red Sox and the Red Sox knocked them off, like, Red Sox had no business winning that series either.
No, you had David Justice before he was all broken down. Like, you had so many. Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton was an all-star, like, what felt like every season.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Randy Arozarena, let's go.
All right. I got a few trivia questions to mix in here in a little while, so we'll jump around tonight.
Yeah, sounds good. So Randy against Garcia to open it up, huh?
All right. So Morgan's going Adolis versus Pete in the final. I don't hate that pick. My final right now is looking like Vladdy versus Arozarena because I think he's just gonna he's not gonna wear out. But if I had to pick a second bracket, it would totally have Adolis in there. He is a savage at the plate.
I have Garcia and Pola Pete in the final, but I have Adolis winning.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Ugh. Randy's got to get on top, get underneath some balls.
Yeah, he's got such a good swing, but he's a line drive hitter.
There's one. Maybe.
Just smoking line drives.
Yeah,
he's got to get the pitch. He's got to get the pitches up a little bit too.
There it is. Dude, he's taking man hacks right now.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's 2 in a row that are they're gonna scrape a planet.
Dude. Oh, good take.
Ooh.
Dude, mixing a strike here, Francisco.
I know. The pitching's tough. I think you just threw him a curveball. Slide piece. Oh, skied it.
Oh. You need timeout. Timeout, Randy.
Yeah, you got it. Use it if you're breathing hard.
What do you got?
Whew, up over the Edgar's sign.
I already missed Schwarber. Yeah, no joke, dude. Yeah,
Schwarber, daddy hacks.
Right? Yeah, Aaron, that's a great pick. 18-1 odds.
Yep. Adley going left-handed is a dark horse. Do we know if he's going left-handed? Because he should be.
I don't know. I mean, that would be the smart thing to do for him, but I don't know what his power side is. Like Ozzie Albies, his power side's actually the right side, but
Yeah, I believe Adley's power side is the left. I'm thinking most of his home runs will come from the left side, but he also gets a lot more bats that way too. So who knows?
Right. Orioles winning the World Series this year, huh? What? I mean, that would be nuts.
Oh, it's Sislak back from the St. Joe's days.
Yeah, baby. He was my neighbor growing up.
You're
Like,
kidding.
we were like 5 houses down. We used to play backyard baseball all the time.
Yeah. So
was
my
awesome.
freshman year, I'm pretty sure Sislak basically lived on my floor of St. Joe's Hall, and he was like daddy.
Yeah,
He came over and took care of
came
us all.
back. Yep.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I lived a couple doors down from Dowdy and those guys, and all the ball players were on my floor. And
Yep. That was a good year. I think that was the year Furbush was your class, right?
no, he was behind me.
He was behind you.
Yep.
So it was the year after that we had.
Yeah, I was the same class as Dowdy and Clapp and those guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think we were like 38-6 that year that freaking Bush was there. It was insane.
Yeah, he was a freak.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know. It's going to be a decent number for Randy, maybe.
It will be. He's got that kind of sneaky power. Oh, he just launched that one. Holy cow!
You can tell he's struggling already, dude. He's grimacing hard.
He is. It's a lot. I mean, to go up there and hack like that for 2.5 minutes, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you 2 minutes. 2 minutes isn't a long time, right, Nick?
I mean, they're going 1,000%.
Yeah.
But,
Working hard.
Man. This is going to be decent. He's running out of gas.
He's got sneaky power, though. We'll see a ball hit out of the stadium tonight. I don't know, man. It's a
bomb.
That's a bold statement. Sislak saying lefty tonight, so that'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the smart pick.
The stats play better to lefties here.
Yeah.
He's out of gas. He's got 10 seconds left, and he's out of gas.
Oh, I'm 10 seconds ahead of you.
Oh.
That good old North Carolina cable. You know what I'm saying?
That backwoods cable?
Yeah.
So 19?
19, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good showing. That's not a bad opening round. But
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good point, Morgan. I thought that was the rule too, but I guess not anymore. Because
I think last year they changed it to you could just keep pumping him. Oh, he's got a 30-second bonus coming too. He's not done.
So he hit 2 over 440.
Yep, he got the second over the 440, so he's going to get his 30-second bonus. Adolis Garcia is a man-child. Like,
dude is a beast. Yeah,
he looks like he should be playing like middle linebacker for somebody.
Yeah.
Watching that celebrity softball game, did you see how big Bobby Wagner is?
Yeah. Crazy.
Nick Fanning, his camera angle sucks. Yeah, Nick, why are you not on here with us, by the way?
Yeah, right.
Morgan too. Like, why are these guys not on with us?
Yeah, guys can hop on if you want to.
Come on, boys. If you want the link, let us know. Jump in with us. Keep us on the straight and narrow. Nick's getting out of control already, and we're only one person into this thing.
Right. Sean hasn't even shown up yet. It's
gonna be a long night, boys. We're pulling an all-nighter here.
Yeah.
Just to get through this thing.
Yeah, I don't like I don't know how else you would do the split screen. Because, I mean, you're trying to watch the home runs and trying to watch them swing. But it's not like the outs, back in the day where they took the swing, they could watch the ball and then bring it back to the pitcher,
oh, boy. That was tattooed.
But you can't see where, you can't follow the ball off the bat to where it lands. It's weird.
Yeah, I always wish they would do like a behind home plate, like wide angle camera, so you could just like watch all these balls fly.
Yeah.
But I know half of them you'd lose because they'd either go too high or they'd be smoked. Yeah. You never see them.
All right, 24 first rounds for Randy. That's showing up.
That's a good first round. Dude is tired.
Let's see if my my pick is out in the first round here. Dude. Yeah. All right. So he's got to put up 24 to tie 25.
Garcia's a beast. He could do it. I mean, I really like DeRozarena to get through this bracket because I just think he's gonna be sneaky. But 24, I guess we'll see.
It's interesting because like he was fast with his swings, right? Like, do you
Yeah.
want to be fast or do you want to have like quality?
Yeah, I mean, he barely got hit through his follow through before he was trying to replant his feet and go again.
Yeah.
What is the bat he's using? Holy cow, that's bright.
I know. It looked like it was like 40 inches long too.
It probably is. Probably swinging a tree trunk. You
No,
know he
that's
can. The arms on this dude. Yeah, Garcia is the one that scares everybody the most,
This dude is huge.
as he should.
His biceps are as big as my thighs, and if you've seen my thighs lately, they're huge.
This boy is large.
Are we going to see a ball over 500 feet tonight?
Yes.
By who?
I'm going to say yes. If anybody goes that far, it's going to be Pete or Garcia. Maybe Vladdy, but I think it's either going to be Garcia or it's going to be Pete.
Whew. Up to the clouds.
Dude, Adalis is pumped. Like he is ready to go.
Oh,
Oh boy. That is a very colorful bat.
yeah.
Oh, that was a missile. Somebody's going to get hurt.
I'm surprised. We talk about this every year. That I can't believe like they let kids shag in the outfield.
I
with
know.
these missiles coming at them.
Yeah, big time. Morgan looks into John Jones. Yeah, Adalis is totally a guy who could go 500.
Oh, jammed him. He's not getting good pitches right now.
He's not. He's starting off to a good start and he's getting nothing to hit. It's either jamming him or it's like outer half.
There you go. Found it.
Oh. Oh boy.
Dude, this dude.
Oh.
He is short. He's pretty short and compact too.
His swing is a little shorter. I mean, he's got a weird finish too. Like he doesn't come all the way around.
Well, he can't. He can't
Looks like-
bend his arms.
Yeah, true. Looks like he's hitting a chip shot into the green.
Like I'm
Boy.
pretty sure that kid just wore that in the chest.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, timeout. There it is.
Has he got his bonus yet? No.
No, he's not. He doesn't even have one of them.
Nope.
He hasn't hit a single ball over 440, which I find shocking. Go, Dad. Boy, he's got a gap to make up here.
Yeah, it's a lot of home runs in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a whole lot.
Well, that's if he gets the bonus.
Right? Yeah, exactly. He's got. I mean, I'm shocked he doesn't have one over 440 yet. A couple of those balls he hit, I thought were for sure, easy second deckers, and they're landing in the bullpen.
Yep. It really is all about your pitcher, though.
Yeah, it
You
is. You
don't-
got to get
You
good
don't have a
pitches to hit.
pitcher that throws strikes.
Well, and throws it where you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not throwing it in his power zone. He's pitching him away. Oh boy.
That was tanked.
Oh nope. Everything he looks like he's going to hit the second deck, and it just drops in the bullpen. Oh yikes! Oh. Boy, this is a struggle.
Yeah, my pick's not looking too good right
Nope.
now.
Nope. I'm liking my Rosarina pick though.
Rushman's still on the board.
Well, I shouldn't say Rosarina's not my pick to win. I'm going to continue my love affair with Vladdy. But
Wow,
yikes, that was disappointing.
it was. But I mean, it's Randy, right?
Did he get his 30 seconds?
He must have.
They're saying he did, but there was no indication he hit anything over 440.
Weird.
All right.
So we
Do
do
we got a
have
ruling on the field?
Yeah. Yes. Craig might be popping on here in a couple minutes. Sean should be back from Connecticut at any time, anywhere between now and 11.
Dude fell asleep.
Probably in passenger side seat. He stopped texting us.
He did. He went quiet.
All right. So he only needs what? 12 and 30 seconds here?
No, he needs eight to tie.
No.
Did he? But he got the 2 over 440. I didn't see anything over 440. I thought.
I didn't see the stars light up either. 8 and 30 seconds. Just put him in on the knees. Yeah, Morgan, you're completely right. Horrible pitching.
Yeah,
It really is. It's all about a guy that can put it through a donut where you want it, so you don't have to change your swing.
Somebody's got to pitch you where you want it.
Yeah. See.
He's not getting his arms extended. He has to keep his elbows in. Oh, this is ugly. Oh. I'm not loving his swing in this either. I don't feel like that's his normal swing.
Yeah, it's a weird one. He was trying to
the abbreviated finish
yeah.
just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Oh, he just topped that one right down the middle.
Yeah. Gas too.
17. Yikes. That was not. I expected a serious power show from him.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, these guys are pristine athletes, and they're struggling to get through 4 minutes of swings. Like, you don't realize how much it takes out of you. It's like nuts.
I have nothing to say about him.
It's crazy. I mean, I'd take 2 swings right now and be gassed and need a couch. Man.
Oh, man.
Crazy. Yeah, so we have Craig might be popping on here. He is a diehard Yankees fan, so I can't wait to get on here and ask him about, the hiring of Sean Casey tonight or today.
Yeah.
See what he feels about that.
I love Sean Casey, the mayor.
Yep. What his feelings on Boone are and
sucks.
And Cashman. I think they both need to go for sure. I don't understand.
And I think I mentioned this to you guys, and I'll mention it now. So the Yankees announced that they fired the hitting coach, but they announced that Cashman fired the hitting coach. So what that tells me is that Boone doesn't even have control over his own staff.
Right.
So you've got a manager who doesn't control the staff, because remember last year they fired the whole staff and not Boone. Boone clearly has no control over his staff, which means Cashman's got control over the coaching staff, the roster. Why is nobody calling for his head? This guy continues to build these piss poor teams year after year.
Yeah.
Why is nobody calling for his head? Shawnee,
what up?
Boys.
What's going on?
Sorry.
It's okay. $4.95. I get it.
That was a hell of a drive, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm sure. New England sucks.
And then, God forbid, there's like a sprinkle of rain. It's like everyone comes to a halt. What are we doing?
Yep. All right, we're gonna do a little home run derby trivia now that Sean's here.
All right.
Boy. All right.
All right, so let's go. You want to go longest? Or do you want to go most?
Yes.
What the hell does that mean?
All right, forget it. We're gonna go.
We'll get to that after the trivia questions, Morgan, because that's going to be definitely a topic of convo tonight.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Who are the top 5 most career home run derby home runs?
Ooh.
Like career
home run derby home runs. Top 5. And there's 2 people tied for 5th, so I'll accept either answer.
Okay, Bobby Abreu.
Nope. Wait, did you both say Abreu?
He
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah, no, not a Brady.
I was thinking just because of that one.
Dude, I got this one wrong myself. Like I had
All right,
when I was looking at
let's
the answers,
see.
I'm like, I would have
Griffey?
not.
Josh Hamilton.
Nope.
McGuire?
Gracious.
Nope.
Miguel
All right,
Tejada.
Let's reset here.
Most career home run derby homers. Because remember,
Is-
guys
All
like
right.
McGuire and Griffey played when there was 10 outs. They didn't hit 30 in a round.
Right. I was just gonna say, so Vladdy Jr.
Alonzo.
Alonso's number one.
Vladdy Jr.
So Alonso's number one with 174 career home run derby home runs.
God.
So Alonso won.
Guerrero.
Guerrero's fifth at 91.
Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier's tied for fifth at 91. So you got
Um,
both fifth placers. You need
Jock
second,
Peterson.
third, and fourth. Jock Peterson's third, 99.
and then in between Pete.
So I'm sorry, Jock's tied also with somebody else. So there's somebody in second, and then there's somebody tied with Jock at 99.
Corey Seager. Corey Seager.
Nope.
That's not right. There we go, Adley. Let's go, baby.
Going
Is
lefty.
this the first? Have I missed any? Is this the first?
Yes.
Yeah, Adolis Garcia
Arozarena
got
just beat
knocked out.
Garcia.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Schwarber? Yeah, Schwarber.
Nope. Schwarber's not.
Schwarber's not on there.
Adley's hitting bombs.
Um,
One of these guys was in it last year.
I don't know if it was in
He
it last
he
year.
beat Julio Rodriguez. We saw him in the pregame.
Soto.
Nick. Soto's
Really?
got 99. He's tied for third.
I
So
guess
in
I
second
never-
place with 106 is
106. John Peterson.
he was in a ton of them.
He was in a ton.
AL or NL?
Both.
All right, fair.
He
Good.
started in the NL, went to the AL, finished in the NL. Nick's seen him live.
Albert Pujols.
Pujols 106.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So you had Alonso at 174, Pujols at 106.
Not even close, dude. 68 home runs above.
So
him.
Soto
Crazy.
and Jock are tied at 99, and Vladdy and Todd Frazier are tied at 91.
That's
Wow.
crazy. All right, Adley. That's not too bad.
Adley hits big boy home runs.
He's got 9 with his timeout. That's a good one.
It was fun because I'm looking at it going, I'm like, Griffey, I'm like, okay, none of these guys are on here. What the hell happened?
Yeah, then the clock, right? Because they hit
Yeah.
more than the clock.
They
when
didn't. They
hit
weren't
the
hitting
10 outs.
30 or 35
Right.
in a round.
Right. Yeah, just Josh Hamilton and Bobby Abreu had
Abreu.
those big first rounds.
Yeah, they were in the top 10, and they literally it all came in one home run derby.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, what's the next one? Or do you want to save it and go over the Otani stuff?
Let's go over the Otani stuff. We'll come back to some trivia here in a minute.
All right, so Morgan posed the question: is there any serious possible way the Angels trade Otani
No,
that would for the Angels? Do you trade them?
Nope.
Your whole entire starting roster just went down. You're all on the IL, and they're falling fast. I mean, and what do you even trade to get Otani on your team for a rental?
Well, those are two entirely different questions.
Well,
If I'm-
sort of,
Well, no, they are the way I look at it, right? Like, if I'm the Angels and I get like a Herschel Walker type return, then yes, I do it. But if I'm someone else, like you know that he's not going back to LA next year. So to trade for him at the deadline and give up what it would cost would be kind of stupid,
right?
because you're going to have to give all those guys up and all those draft picks and prospects and everything, and still have to outbid everyone else in the market at the end of the year. Because like, there's no way you trade for him and extend him. Like, his mind is made up that he's going. Oh my God, that ball was smoked. He's already made his mind up that he's going to free agency.
yes, he's made it very clear.
So if I'm the Angels and someone absolutely blows my socks off, then yeah, sure. But if I'm anyone, like if I'm another team, I'm not even. I mean, I'm calling, but it's not a serious offer because there's no way you could rationalize giving that up.
Get over
for half a year.
440.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a firm believer the Angels will not trade Shohei Ohtani for one reason: Harry Frazee. Artie Moreno is not going to be the next Harry Frazee. Who, so for those who don't know, Harry Frazee was the guy who traded Babe Ruth. Artie Moreno will not be that guy. Frazee was the joke of baseball for 86 years. Artie Moreno will never be that guy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't. Yeah, the amount of stuff. What's up, Craig?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not
What's
much. We're just talking about possible Ohtani trade if it would ever happen or go through. But
I don't think the trade's
yeah.
going to go through this year because they don't want to be that team. But he's going to be a Dodger or a Yankee or a Met next year.
Yep, I would agree to all that.
Probably.
I
mean, I throw San Francisco's in there. San Francisco's been trying to make a splash.
They've been
They
trying
tried to
so
throw-
hard.
They tried to throw money around for a bunch of different guys. I wouldn't be totally surprised if they make a big run. But yeah, it's probably one of those three.
Yeah, there's only a handful of markets that can afford a guy like that. Boston could, but they won't.
No.
I mean, the Angels could, but they won't.
Philly could, but they won't.
Yeah, true. They won't.
Philly
You're
just spent this offseason. They're not doing it again.
I would love to see him go
Oh,
somewhere like Miami.
Adley switched
just
around
shock
for
you.
his last 30 seconds.
Huh.
Yeah, he just got one of those.
Adley's hitting righty now for his last 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
up to 22.
But he was
That was a bomb too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see Artie Moreno being the guy that trades Shohei Ohtani. I think he'll let him ride off into the sunset and not want to wear that badge of honor.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
dude.
Wow.
All right, Adley, I see you.
He finally found his stroke right there.
28,
God.
man.
That was
Yep.
incredible.
This kid's legit, man.
Yeah.
He might be my favorite
That's
player.
smart, turning around for your last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's smart if it works out like
Goodness,
this. You're an
man.
idiot if
Yeah.
you don't hit a home run.
Right.
Now. Yeah, right. If he goes up there and just hacks.
You're right.
Well, that
Yeah,
timeout he
for
took
sure.
too with like a minute 30 left really helped him out where he could get recomposed and catch his breath and everything.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we said
Yeah,
we
I
said
don't
in the
even- I
opener,
don't
Nick, he's
even
the dark
know-
horse. There it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I took him in DraftKings for betting for the Derby as my winner.
I love
There
it.
you go.
That's a
Yeah,
bold
wasn't the
pick.
odds like 13-1 or something like that?
Yeah.
I think they were
That'll
high.
pay out pretty well.
Yeah. It looks like he's got his father throwing to him too. I had it on mute. I don't know who
That's
that
cool.
is, but
He's taking
Dude,
daddy
that's
hacks in front
always
of daddy.
that's always a winner. Robinson Cano's dad did it. Bryce Harper's dad did it.
yep.
Well,
I mean,
all those years of throwing BP to him, he knows what he likes.
Yep.
All right. It's crazy.
That is a shot.
That's sick. He's so good.
Yeah, these guys are all right.
Yeah.
Realistically,
this dude is a superstar. He will be the face of baseball.
Oh, absolutely. Him and Ohtani are going to carry it.
dude, Ohtani, De La Cruz, all these young guys coming up are
So many.
That whole Reds team, for instance, is ridiculous right now.
Yeah,
Spencer
so good.
Steer. Who's the other guy I'm thinking of? I can't even remember. Matt McLean.
Yes.
Like all of them. It's crazy. Reds are must watch. This is another guy I'm pumped to see, Luis Robert.
Yeah, me too.
But, yeah, I don't know. Otani's weird because, like, I don't think. What would you give up for a rental for a 2.5 month rental, 3 month rental?
I don't
How
think
would
there's I don't think there's anything you can do or give up. I mean, you're talking a once in a generation player.
Right. I wouldn't even know where to start to like give proper compensation.
Like if it were the Yankees, they'd have to give up Volpe. They'd have to probably give up a couple of the pitchers.
All of Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Yep. And probably a bunch of future picks. and you're probably going to clean out.
So
Yeah.
what do the Yankees, Craig? What do the Yankees have? I don't know if you know this. I mean, I guess I could easily enough look it up. How many prospects do the Yankees have in like the top 100?
Probably 4, maybe 5.
You'd have to give them all up.
Definitely, you would
Oh.
definitely have to
You'd-
give them up.
You'd have to give all those guys up. You'd have to give up multiple first-round picks. You'd have to give up Volpe in any pitcher that the Yankees it would be too much
for
Oh, yeah.
2.5 months.
for 2.5 months of a guy that, even though the Yankees might resign him, the Yankees are one of those teams that might. They're not going to get a discount.
No.
So you might as well just wait for the end of the year and then just back
Then
up the
just-
truck.
Yeah, right.
I
Back
would,
up
see,
all
I
10
would see a
trucks.
GM who's like really on the hot seat that could give up some prospects. Might try to make that move.
Cashman.
Cashman is definitely, as a Yankee fan, Cashman is truly on the chopping block this year. If they don't figure this out soon or turn this team around like they're supposed to be, he's gone next year.
I mean, as a Yankees fan, you've gone 25 years with one win, and this
Yep.
guy's presided over all of it.
Yep.
I've always been surprised Yankees fans weren't louder about getting this guy out of town.
Well, so we were really loud about, getting rid of, Joe. We wanted Joe out of there, both Joes. I don't know.
Sean's just waiting to jump on Aaron Boone.
I like Aaron Boone as a manager. I don't think that he's doing anything wrong. I think that we got $250 million on the DL is a giant problem.
Well,
Sure.
that's part
Yeah.
of it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Our strength and conditioning has been wretched for probably the last 7 years. Starting with Jeter going down and then letting Jeter play on that ankle. Then he ended up breaking his leg. I think that was really the chink in the armor with the Yankees training staff. Like, we were always kind of known for getting our guys back and not having a lot of guys going to DL, especially on all the championship runs in the 90s and
Mhm.
early 2000s. And, we
Yeah,
had
no.
not hit a 60-day DL here and there, but it's not like you have, like, Stanton out, Judge out, Severino out, all these other guys that are just keep dropping, like flies. It's like every day I turn on my phone, it's like we have another guy on the DL.
Yeah. Well, the Stanton.
Yeah.
The only one I'd go back on you is the Stanton one. Like Stanton, before they signed him, is just a career's worth of injuries. So it's like that. You can't really put that on the strength and conditioning guys. Like that's on Cashman. Like Cashman just gave a bunch of money to a guy that's always hurt anyways. So like that one, I'd give you. But the other ones, I agree. Yeah. I mean, having that much money on the IL is a backbreaker. I mean, it's an absolute killer. I don't put.
Dude, this guy's raking right
Yeah.
now.
I can't put that much on Boone,
Oh.
right? Because to your point, that's on the guys that. I mean, that's on who are we signing? Who are we giving money to? We're giving money to guys that get hurt.
Yep.
My thing with Boone, and it's less about
Buckle in, Nick.
no. It's less about
I'm
the
buckled.
night.
I'm watching Robert
It's
go.
less than. Hold on, this is coming down to the end. Hold on.
He's already got it.
That last one didn't count.
Dang.
Are they going to count that last one?
Well, yeah, they're gonna count it. Plus, he's got
It
30
doesn't
seconds
matter.
enabled.
Well, I know he's got the 30.
Oh, this is sad to see Adley go out in the first round.
But he has to
No,
take
they
his,
didn't
he has to take his 30.
They didn't give it to him, but if he
He has
gets
to
one
take
in
his 30 left-handed.
Yeah, he'll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's over.
He's got to hit
the
one in
Gatorade
30 seconds.
to go. Blue Gatorade gives you at least an extra 50 feet to your ball.
So my Boone thing is less about the night in and night out. I don't watch 162 Yankee games, so it wouldn't be fair for me to sit there and criticize every move because I don't watch them like that.
Yep.
My overall thing with Boone is, did you see when they questioned? I don't know who the reporter.
It was John Boy. It was the John Boy guy.
No, I'm not talking about something different. Before you guys, I'm not talking about the sacrifice bunt or anything. I'm talking about something different.
Oh, that.
So it was recently.
Okay.
It was in a press conference after the game, and they asked him, you guys have struggled defensively at left field. Like it's been a struggle all year.
We haven't had a real left fielder all season.
You haven't.
I mean, I could step out from the Southern Maine Men's Baseball League and probably
Sure.
play left field in the Yankees right now.
And again, I'm not saying that that's incorrect, but the way that he answers the question, he almost challenges the guy. Oh, well, do you want to name me every? Like, he acts like he's the smartest guy in the room, and he acts like every move that he makes is correct. And how dare you question him because he's the great Aaron Boone? And what drives me nuts about that is,
Fair enough.
what have you ever done as the great Aaron Boone? Like, you've taken historically talented rosters and underachieved year after year. You've gotten your staff fired. You've gone pitching coach after pitching coach, hitting coach after hitting coach, base coach after base coach, and you've gotten all them fired. And you've kept your job, and nothing has gotten better.
I mean, they just fired their hitting coach last night or the night before.
So at what point do we look ourselves in the mirror and go, you know what? Maybe I could do better. Maybe I can do things differently. Like, I just think
And he came with a game plan, and right there, it has worked.
I think any other person without the last name Boone, for some reason, Boone is baseball royalty. Any other person with a different last name is fired from New York 4 years ago.
2003 ALCS. He's still riding that one.
It's like,
And
I
I think Steinbrenner is letting him ride on that one. I think he's on the chopping block this year if he doesn't.
he has to be.
I
He has to be.
think he knows it. I think that's why you see him kind of losing his temper and getting thrown out so much. He hasn't been thrown
Probably.
out this much his entire career in New York.
Probably.
It's 30 times since 2007.
Yeah, a lot.
That's got to
The team
leave baseball.
looked it up
But-
the other day.
But I gotta ask.
Can you guys hear me?
Never mind. Yeah, we got you now. You good, Nick? All right, I gotta ask you, Craig. If George Steinbrenner's still at the helm, is this an entirely different organization right now?
You're good?
100%.
Yes.
We've won a World Series, maybe two. We definitely beat Houston in that one where they came back where they had the the track gate. And that was basically the World Series right there with the ALCS for that game, for that year. We probably win 2 World Series more.
Because I can't imagine Cashman's still there. I can't imagine Boone's still there. Like I feel like it's an entirely different team. It's entirely different front office if he was still around because he wouldn't have let this drag on as long as it has.
No, I think Hal just kind of just lets it drag on. I've seen him in interviews and he talks about it. Even when you go back to when the ESPN did that 30 for 30 on the new Yankee Stadium, they show him talking and he talks that he's not a father. He's not as brash. He lets people just be people. And I honestly, Cashman knows where the bodies are buried, and I think that's probably why.
Such a New York thing.
Right?
Interesting point by Morgan. Yankees always feel like they had 3 or 4 of the top 10 players in baseball when they were winning, and they don't have that anymore. It's true. I mean, you got Judge, and then you got a bunch of other guys. And it also seems like you got guys that are not necessarily in their prime too. Like I look at a guy like Rizzo. Like you went and paid Rizzo a decent chunk of change for the back half of his career.
He's panned out though. Rizzo's one of the few Yankees that has
Yeah.
this year.
It's funny, Rizzo. It's funny you bring that. Rizzo's the one that I wouldn't complain about at all.
I mean, he's been good. He hasn't been great, but he's been good.
But he's been
good
what
for
he
somebody
is.
on the tail end of their career.
Fair.
But he's
Yeah,
been what he
Donaldson's
is.
been a disaster. Stanton's been a disaster. Like, yeah,
Yep.
I get you.
I mean, you can put Rizzo even in the outfield.
What do you think about the makeup of the lineup right now? Like how it's constructed, high powered, high strikeout.
I don't like it. I don't like this lineup. I as a Yankee fan, I'm the first to shit on a Boston Red Sox fan, but I'm also the first to admit that we are absolutely dead last in all of baseball and with our team batting average. I think it's like 237. I think I saw on Baseball Tonight last night.
Yeah,
I don't have my laptop or my stats in front of me, and I'm not home, unfortunately. But I think we're dead last in batting average, and I think we're dead last in runs scored too, believe it or not. We are up on home runs somewhere in the higher end.
Well,
But I
that's who they
don't
are.
like
I mean, that's
I don't like the fact that they made this glorified. This goes back to my baseball team name. I don't like the DH. I never liked the DH. To me, it's like a glorified softball lineup, like a professional giant softball lineup, where you just get a bunch of guys on, and then hopefully your 2 big behemoths, if they're healthy, yank one out of the short porch in Yankee Stadium.
well, that's the way the Yankees see it. But that's the way the Yankees have been even before the universal DH. I mean, that's the way the Yankees built their teams in the 70s and 80s, and they just had better role players than
even
what
in
they
the
have now.
30s.
Like
Yeah.
they just have better guys. The way I look at the Raw, they have too many guys who are low average, low OBP, but high power guys.
Yep.
You don't need 7 of them.
No.
Even with the DH, even with the short right porch, even with all that, you don't need 6 or 7 of those guys. You need 2 or 3, and then you need some Volpes. And I think a guy like Volpe's helped. Like he's the top of the lineup. He's he's got 20-something home runs. I mean, he can knock one out.
Yep.
But he's a different kind of hitter. He's a grind out at bats. He gets on base. He forces the envelope running the bases. You need more guys like that. I will say this though, this is my 2 cents before I give it back to you, Craig.
Yep.
It was announced, I saw today, that Sean Casey's going to be the hitting coach
Okay.
for the Yankees.
Interesting.
I'm not a Yankee fan. If I were a Yankee fan,
Love
I would
him.
love that move.
Love Sean Casey, the mayor.
It's not even just that. This is a guy that in 12 seasons was like a 305 hitter. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's somewhere around there. He's just over 300 as a career hitter in 12 years. Sean Casey will simplify that approach top to bottom.
I hope so. I really do.
It's going to be hey, like, just see a strike, hit a strike.
302.
302, thank you.
Yep.
If the best pitch you get is a first pitch fastball, hit the first pitch fastball.
Perfect.
Right? Like, I honestly do. Like, that's the kind of hitter he was.
Yep.
And I honestly think the second half of the year, I think you're going to see some Yankee hitters. Maybe not. I think Donaldson's kind of past. This is just who he is now. But
He's done.
I think you're going to see some guys here that just have kind of a bit of a resurgence in August. And I think the Yankees are going to make a little bit more noise offensively because I think they're just going to have a much more simplified approach with him. And they could use that. They have terrible at bats. They just put terrible at bats time after time after time.
I'm 100% on board with you on that. My National League team that I watch is the Marlins, and to be honest with you, I'm finding myself flipping to more Marlins games because they're more exciting, more
Yeah,
one,
they are.
2-1, close games, 1-run games. They do the small stuff. They have power guys. They do the small stuff. They have the speed. They have the lineup that I want the Yankees to have, but a little bit more better.
Right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how I've been with Arizona all year. Like, I haven't watched the Red Sox as much as I've watched the Arizona Diamondbacks because of the same reason. Like, the Red Sox are really tough for me to watch at times right now. I can't watch them when they're in the field. I just can't. But Arizona's a nice, well-rounded team. I hate that they lost the NL West lead with 1 game to go in the first half, but they're going to be there in the end. They're fun to watch.
Yep.
We talk about Brown. He had 40 in that
Oh, Vladdy, here we go.
He's gonna kill one.
It's going hatless.
He's a monster. He always does. Usually it's just the hair flow.
Yeah.
So did Adley.
It's all about the
Adley
flow.
went no hat.
Sad to see Adley go out
yeah.
go out in the first round.
I know. He had such a. What was it?
His
What did he end up?
managers pitching to him.
And
He
Craig,
had
you're
me, I
right.
think,
The
at
Yankees
27.
are 28th in the league at 231.
Okay, so that. I mean, yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry, they're tied with the Tigers, and then you've got the A's who are dead last at 221.
Awesome. Yes. Cool.
So
Knew I should think
Basement.
about that.
Good company.
Yeah. Great.
yeah, when you're out hitting the A's by 10 points, you should feel really good
Thank
about
God
that
for
offense.
Brent
It's
Rooker for
costing
those A's.
hundreds of millions.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh boy, they're gonna serve a meal on that flight.
Oh yeah. See, I wish MLB would do this, plus do like a skills competition too.
Yes, Nick wants a bunting
Yeah, we
competition.
would
He can't
love a
wait for
bunting
it.
competition.
We've talked
It's gonna
about
be
that.
So fun.
You tell me you wouldn't tune in to watch guys
Hell
like
yeah.
Machado and Nolan Arenado throw seeds from third base like into a target
Yep.
at first. Like, that'd be incredible.
That would be.
I'd tune in for that. Or
Hell yeah.
you get guys like Verdugo get out there and accuracy from the outfield over to third base or accuracy to home plate. Like,
Yeah,
give me
catch your
that.
pop
That'd be
times and
incredible.
hell yeah.
I mean, like,
I would watch that so hard.
What was it, like
Guy
Kevin
running down first
Kiermaier, like,
baseline,
had, like, the-
something like
had, like-
that, or
yeah,
Yeah.
anything.
Kevin Kiermaier had like the 6 of the top 10 hardest throws from the outfield at like 104 something. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Rockets.
yeah, something like that would be ridiculous.
Acuna's got a cannon of an arm. I
Yeah.
mean, give me all that.
Mookie's got a cannon too. He's got a hose.
Yeah, bring Bo Jackson back.
I mean, what did they do besides like the home run derby? Because I've always just seen the home run derby. Even as like a little kid, growing up.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, celebrity softball game, a home run derby, and an all-star game. That's it.
And then the All-Star game, and that's it.
Yeah, they should definitely do a skills competition. All the other sports do.
You get more players involved too.
Yeah.
Like it'd be fun to have some of these guys who aren't home run hitters still get out there and do something cool.
Right. Something for the kids to see or whatever.
So yeah, it'd be fun. Outfield throwing accuracy, bunts, catcher pop times. Speed, home to second.
But you
or
could
first
even
to
have
third.
like contact guys like Luis Arise out there slapping targets
Right,
in the
hitting targets.
outfield or
hitting target.
or
yeah.
Have like
swinging
moving
in-
like the golf cart guy that picks up the golf balls.
Yeah,
and drives it
exactly.
and then wheel across the outfield
Well,
and try to whack him.
Do you guys remember when they used to do the quarterback competitions? They have like the moving targets the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
were throwing at.
Dude.
You could totally do that with baseball.
I had that game for Super Nintendo, dude. It was NFL Quarterback Club. It was the best game
back when John
ever, dude.
John Kitna was winning those things.
He might have actually been on the cover.
Yeah, it was Boomer Esiason and John Kitna and oh my God, Phil
But,
Simms,
man,
young John Elway. Those were fun.
I'm also waiting for one of these little kids to just get abolished by a ball.
I know.
Dude,
There's,
every year I
Well,
wonder
Morgan
what parent
should have
in their
Manoah
right
thrown
mind
to
lets
him.
these kids out there.
Dude, that's so good.
Like, look at
Morgan,
this.
that's so good.
This kid's gonna die.
Morgan, you're totally right. I would love to see Top Golf style targets out there and guys just trying to hit them. A guy like Gwynn or a guy like Wade Boggs, those kind of placement guys. Oh my goodness, they would have a field day.
So awesome.
I think you would have seen too, like we had it like growing up as we were all growing up. I think you would have seen like Jeters and the A-Rods that would want to compete in something like that.
Absolutely.
Not just that. But you start doing competitions like that in this style setting, next thing you know, everyone nowadays wants to be the launch angle home run guy.
Right.
But you start putting these Luis Arise out there and like, hey, this is
Glorifying
pretty
it.
impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like now all of a sudden you get the right type of hitters doing the right type of stuff. You get more
Chick-
guys like that.
Yeah.
playing.
Chicks dig the base hit.
Chicks should dig the base hit, man. Base hits are hard.
But
Chicks should dig that opposite field base hit. I agree.
I wish
Chicks should dig the 10 pitch at bats and then you grind out like through the shortstop,
Yes.
third base. That's what they
Yes.
should dig. That shit's hard.
Nobody appreciates it.
No.
no.
Oh, glad he ran out
Chicks-
of gas there.
The Chicks dig the 3-run home runs, but they don't dig the two guys that get on base in front of the guy.
Exactly. It
bullshit.
made that all possible.
You know?
Right.
Jesus, it's just a solo job without those two guys.
I struck out and reached on a pass ball. Like I didn't do anything.
I mean,
It matters. It all matters.
Ellie De La Cruz stole 3 bases in 2
I
pitches.
mean,
It's like that's a big deal. Like,
Dude,
let's talk about that.
that dude is so electric. It is unbelievable what that guy is doing on a baseball
He
field.
was Billy Hamilton. Like he's the next Billy Hamilton.
Yeah. But like
Billy Hamilton was
freaking
the guy in
awesome.
Cincy.
Drafting these guys and finding these guys.
Yeah. But I mean, they came up from. Did any of them come over in that Luis Castillo deal?
No.
I don't think so.
So they were already prospects that they had homegrown.
Pretty sure,
I
yes.
think so.
I think. And then they have another one coming up. Niove Marte is coming up at some point, and he's just as good
Yep.
too.
Oh, they've got so much talent coming up.
I'm pretty excited to see Mookie too.
He's a sneaky guy.
Yeah.
I was
Talk about
I was
talk,
shocked he put his
talk about a
name
guy that's
in.
got more power than you think.
So, Nick, Marte came over in the Castillo deal.
No. Yes, he did. Sorry, from the Mariners.
Ye-
Yes,
yes.
sorry. But nobody else.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're telling me.
Sean's like, I'm reading it.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
I was too. That's what.
That's what I was like.
That was
He
what
said
was
no, and
throwing
I'm
me.
like,
That was throwing
yeah,
me
he
off too. I was like,
I'm going to give you one shot to fix that before I call you out on it.
so wait, is it a minute bonus time?
Well, you can earn 2 30s.
Oh,
you
gotcha.
can?
It's a 30 for each 440 footer.
I thought you had to get 2 to get it.
That's what I thought.
I thought so
They
too,
must have
and that's what they're
changed
explaining. It's one for each.
I came in from work midway through.
it. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, they didn't really explain that at the start. You didn't miss it. We've been learning that as we've
Oh,
gone.
okay, right on.
Because was it Garcia that got a minute? We're like, how did he get a minute?
Yeah.
But it's each star is 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
John Schneider just buzzed him up and in like 3 times. It's like, dude, like,
Yeah, you mad at me, coach? What's going on here?
he's like, get off my plate.
Dude,
It's my
something's
plate.
wrong with Vladdy. He only hit 26.
I
He
know.
looks
After hitting 40 in a
awesome,
round a
too.
couple years ago.
Yeah.
Bo Bichette's another guy that can hit a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I loved his dad swing, that short, choppy, all arms, like snappy swing.
Yeah.
Oh
Bo?
my god. Yeah,
Or
Dante.
Dante.
His dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dante.
no.
You're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he had that that short, all arm, like snappy swing that. Oh god, it was like something you haven't seen before.
So Mookie's going up with the back hat.
I'm pretty sure Dante Bichette had a season where he hit 40 home runs and had a negative WAR in Colorado.
Pretty sure he did.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure he
I think
did.
so.
Yep.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure he had a season where he had like 40 bombs. He had a negative WAR.
He was an absolute liability on the bases.
His
and on the
career
field.
WAR is only 5.6.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Career WAR. He was a 299 hitter. His career WAR
Yep.
is 5.
Look at his defensive metrics. They're horrendous. They would just hide him.
That I did know.
All right, let's see. 40 home runs,
Yeah, so
120 RBIs. And where's his WAR? It's not on there. It must be under advanced metrics.
It is. You got to dig a little bit for it.
So I'm not sure how I feel about the new bracket style of doing the home run derby. You know, you get a guy who goes off, and then you get another guy who goes off, and they would have been like 1 and 2, but they're playing,
Right.
they're battling each other, and now you lose like what could have been an epic like next round.
Well, that's
I
how,
don't disagree.
that's how Todd
I
Frazier
don't
won
dis-
all his home run derby.
Call me old.
I don't disagree with you, but it makes every round exhilarating because if the first guy goes, it's like you got to pay attention every round, though.
Right.
You know, it's not like you can just pay attention a little bit and then just go, I'll watch the finals. Like if you're gonna watch it, you watch it.
Well, you look at a guy like Garcia, who was a favorite out by Arouse Arena.
Right.
Yeah. What was that? What were the numbers on that?
It was like 20.
24-16, 24-17, something like that.
Oh, so he was pretty good.
Yeah,
Did that guy just catch it in his hat like the old "let me catch it with my hat"?
pretty sure. I mean, some of these kids are like literally like 9 years old out there getting absolute missiles hit at them.
Dude,
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Mookie's out there just taking it off the tape, dude. He can't even get.
Mookie's
four.
ripping.
Kids out here.
He's ripping doubles.
Mookie's
No,
wearing
he's
the
ripping
gap out.
doubles. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's got about 9 doubles and 2 home runs.
Mookie
he
needs
just
time
gets
out.
stand up double
Right
after
now.
stand up double.
There you go. Get some lift on it, there, big guy.
Get under that.
He's such a good gap to gap line drive hitter that it's hard.
Oh
to
my
take
god,
that.
I was gonna laugh if that kid jumped and robbed it.
That would have been amazing.
He's like, ah, shit, I lost the home run derby. I'll just go bowl another 300 tonight before the game tomorrow.
Right?
This dude's getting paid till he's like 50 to play baseball, so I don't think he's worried about it.
That deferred contract is nuts.
It's amazing.
It's insane.
Mookie Betts Day is going to be crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still can't believe we still have Bobby Bonilla Day.
I know.
Yeah.
For another 15 years too, or whatever.
I feel
it's
like-
it's not
So-
almost over.
Yeah, it was 20 till 29. I thought it was, right? 28 or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
So it's 8, 7
yeah, a
more,
little
6 more
longer.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was.
I feel
there.
like Steve Cohen should just keep paying him so he can continue to celebrate it. I mean, God knows Cohen's got the money.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I could actually like go to a home run derby and hear the sounds of the ball off the bat, Morgan. Like,
Yeah, no, I love that point, Morgan. I wish they would get a mic down closer to home plate so you could hear the explosion off the bat. That catcher completely whiffed on that ball. What were you doing?
cup check.
It's like, were you not paying attention? Like, you got one job back there. You just got to catch it, dude.
Did he even use his timeout yet?
No.
No, not
He
yet.
should. He should have about a minute ago.
He doesn't need a stinking timeout. It's Mookie Betts.
It's not like he's going to 26
Yeah.
anyway. Or 27 that he need.
Everything else has to be full on him. 11 home runs without a timeout. 10 seconds left. He wants to-
Did he forget about the timeout? Makes you wonder.
Probably. It's his first derby. His only derby. We won't see him again.
No. Well, and did I read correctly? Like he's only doing it because his wife told him he should.
Yeah, his wife said that you've done everything else in this sport. You should go
Oh.
do this just to say that you've done it.
And then he's got his child there too, so that way you can
Oh, cool.
that gives it that cool family moment.
Dude,
Yeah, you got to come watch me finish last, son. All right. Oh no, here you go, Nick. Morgan wants to know if you're playing the Immaculate Grid.
Oh,
Every day,
for
baby.
sure. I haven't played it today. Here we
these
go.
Morgan,
it's-
these guys are ridiculous about it. Like it's a text message thread every day about who they
All right.
picked and who had the rarer choice. It's
Live
insane.
Immaculate Grid right now. Cubs and Red
Dear
Sox.
God.
John Lester. That's an easy one.
That's a high. Give me a low.
Andre
That's
Dawson.
a high percentage.
Ooh, Andre Dawson's a good one.
Say,
So what's this Immaculate Grid?
oh, here we go.
So
It's a cult.
it is.
Stay out of it.
I don't know if you can see it, but they literally put
On your phone,
teams
but
on the side,
yep.
and you have to pick. So, like Cubs and Red Sox, you have to pick the player
Okay.
that played for both teams
A
at least
player.
one game. A player.
A player.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. There's no right or wrong answer as long as that particular
Ellis,
player. played
is
for
that
both
Ellis
of those
Burks?
teams.
Could Ellis Burks be in that one too?
Was
For
he a
Cubs,
Cub?
Did he
then-
play for the Cubs?
Was he
Yeah,
a Cub or was-
probably. Probably for a little bit.
Morgan had a .06 for Cubs Sox. Wow.
0.06 for Cubs Sox.
And
That
so
was me the other day with Mike Bordick.
How many questions you get right?
Oh, no, it was Cleveland, not Chicago. Never mind. Andre
Ellis
Dawson still
Burks played
stands.
for the White Sox too, though. I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he played for. No, maybe.
Maybe not.
Hang on. Ellis. I used to love Ellis. Ellis Burks, Boston. Oh yeah, he played for the White Sox for one season.
Yeah.
It was Boston, then the White Sox for one, Colorado.
Oh,
San Fran,
Matt
Cleveland.
Clement.
Matt
Good one,
Clement.
dude.
Matt
Good
Clement,
pull.
that's a good
Matt
one.
Clement is a good pull.
Yeah. That guy had one of the best sliders you'll ever see.
Good
All
pull.
right, so you
and he got
said-
hit in the noggin.
Andre Dawson, huh?
Yeah.
The Hawk. Okay.
Yep.
That's a 2%er.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
Cubs, Red Sox, and Twins.
Ortiz.
Oh, I got
No, everybody's going to
Ortiz
say
is a
Ortiz.
I know everybody's gonna take
Pat
Ortiz.
Light. Pat Light, the
Oh,
reliever.
Pat Light, yes, dude. Have you seen him on is it Instagram? Whatever he does the videos. The dude is friggin' hilarious.
2%,
Pat
Pat
Light
Light.
for both. 2%. Yeah, that's who I
That's
have.
3,000
Light.
strikeouts career pitching, Red Sox.
2,000?
I mean, there's a few.
3,000.
Well, 3,000.
3,000. You got Clemens, you
Say,
got
try to stay
Pedro.
away from the obvious ones.
Right.
So I got
Luciano.
Rodriguez in this next matchup that I bet online.
You took Rodriguez over Alonso.
Julio?
I did because of the hometown.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Except nobody takes this more seriously than Pete Alonso.
No,
I know he's dead serious about it, but I just went with the hometown just because it was.
No, it's fair. No, it's fair.
Plus the odds, I think were like
All right.
Cubs
Cubs.
$10 on every buck.
Who'd you take, Nick?
Pedro, easy one.
Pedro. What was the percentage?
44%.
Okay.
Cubs in Cleveland.
I got a big one. I had a nice one. I had a 3%er for that one.
Cubs in Cleveland.
Cubs in Cleveland.
Oh, man.
I had a nice 3%er.
Thinking, hold on.
And of course, Price and his dad in 18 in Washington. One of the
Cubs
more
in
memorable
Cleveland.
years. Now, of course, Julio Rodriguez is going to try to do the same here. Last year, Dodger Stadium, just
It's an odd combo.
He and Pete Alonso.
Sandy Alomar Jr.
Ooh.
Beat him 31
All right.
23. And a real coming out party for the Seattle superstar. Who knew a year later we'd all be here and Rodriguez would be on the field trying to take down.
Oh,
the
he
dude
didn't play for the Cubs. I thought he
Edward
did.
Jr. done, and that
Dang,
is win
I'm out.
three
Uh,
home run derbies.
what did you have, Sean?
Mark DeRosa.
Oh, D-Row, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
He played for everybody. It feels like.
Just like
Yeah, he was definitely that guy that went around in the
Yeah.
80s.
feels like it was the final
Twins and Cleveland.
between Pete Alonso, who has historically made.
I caved and just had the obvious one there. I couldn't think of anyone other.
Julio Rodriguez, who, like all-star hosts in the past,
The obvious
a
one.
lot of attention on the
Oh, come on. He played for every AL Central team except Kansas City.
with being the host of the Derby.
Oh, Jim Thome.
Oh,
Oh,
Come on. He was Mr. AL Central.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't know he played for the Twins.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he did.
Pressure right here from
Oh, yeah.
Julio Rodriguez, who is
I forgot about the Twins. We were talking about him earlier, Nick.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, twice. So good we did it twice.
Alright.
Bartolo Colon, that's a good one,
Bartolo
Morgan.
Colon, that's an
Bartolo's a
easy
good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bartolo's a good one. Bartolo's a good one.
Okay.
Right. What's next?
Cleveland 3,000 strikeouts.
I had an obvious one on that.
CC Sabathia, didn't he have 3,000?
Yeah, say
there?
CC.
Yeah.
Did
Oh, yeah.
Nagy?
That's who I
Did
had.
Nagy have 3,000?
Yeah, he might have.
Or Hershiser? Didn't he pitch for Cleveland too?
I don't think he was there that long if he did.
Doesn't matter. As long as he pitched for them and had 3,000
Yeah.
Ks.
Oh, total in his career?
Yeah, he doesn't have to have
So-
3,000.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
with
I
that.
thought he had 3K there.
No, he didn't have to get 3,000 with the team. As long as he had 3,000 career and then
Okay.
played for that particular team.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Cubs Cy Young.
Oh, no. Not even close. Cubs Cy Young.
I had it. Jake Arrieta.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
He was
what's
on the
that
tip of my
percentage?
tongue.
I don't know. 49%.
Because Kerry Wood and
Oh,
Mark
I had
Pryor never
I had
won.
a rarer one.
What did you have?
I thought Kerry Wood did win his
Greg
Cy Young.
Maddox.
Greg
Oh,
Maddox.
Maddox, yeah.
Because Greg Maddox won his first one.
That's
there,
right.
Yeah. Thank you, Morgan. I had that. That was 31%.
Twins Cy Young.
Oh, I had an easy one there.
I can't
Johan
wait.
Santana.
Yeah, Johan Santana, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's, he's only 3 guys have won it with them.
Jack
And
Morris.
he won twice. Nope.
He didn't
Blyleven?
win it with the Twins.
Nope. Blylen Levin. No. It was Frank Viola.
Oh, sweet music, Frankie
Oh, maybe.
Viola.
Who was the first one you said, Nick?
I don't know. Jack
who
Morris.
Who did I see? I don't think it was Jack Morris. Because I said Johan and it was like 88%. I'm like, who else were people guessing?
Well, I'm gonna put it in because I already got one wrong anyway. So let's see. Jack Morris. Nope.
It was Frankie, and it was.
Yeah. Oh, Jim Perry.
Oh, sure. Jim Perry. Yeah.
Jim Perry. I just looked it up. Jim Perry in 1970.
I know. I totally
Got
would have gotten him. And then Cy Young 3,000K career is the last one.
doesn't even take a step. It's just sort
A Cy Young and 3,000 Ks?
effective, close to
Yeah.
the plate.
Just like a
Roger
bazillion
Clemens?
people you could name for that.
Clemens.
I picked Pedro
Yeah, Randy
Why-
for
Johnson.
that one.
Yeah, any of them.
You could name a whole bunch of pitchers for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, when he
Yeah,
dropped
Pedro
it.
was weird.
Maddox.
Pedro gave me a
Bolts.
6%. I got 6% for that.
That's it?
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because everybody
Young
goes to like
3,000 Ks.
Randy and
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Morgan saying Rogers only 12%.
dang,
That seems
Really?
crazy.
crazy.
I've not gotten
Yeah,
sucked into this immaculate grid thing
yesterday's-
because I know that I will like religiously do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Dude, I do it every day. Yesterday was hard.
Really hard.
Yesterday's was like, it took me like close to 2 hours to do yesterday's. I just sat there at the counter for like 2 hours doing it.
It's
took forever.
hard. Dude, some of them are like ridiculous. I have a hard time with like when the Rays come up, the Diamondbacks come up, like the
Yeah.
newer franchises. I know
But
a lot of
for
players
those-
on them, but it's just like
And
hard.
also, for those that are curious, and I found this out yesterday the hard way, when they ask for the Washington Nationals, the Expos do count.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, the 30 stolen base guys were rough. I agree. That one was
Yeah.
tough. Although
I
I got
I got it.
Alcides Escobar I got for the Royals.
So I got yesterday's, but 2 very lucky guesses.
What were they?
And so for the 30 stolen bases for Kansas City, I guessed Carlos Beltran.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
knew that Beltran was either 1 home run or 1 stolen base shy of 30-30, and I guessed right. So that was right. But that was a guess.
Beltran was a 30-30 guy?
No, he just missed it.
29 home runs. He just missed it.
Oh, okay.
So we had 29 home runs, but he had like 32 swipes.
I got the Brewers one. I got the Ryan
What'd you
Braun.
get? Me too.
And then
That's what got.
I don't. What was the other team?
Let me see. I took a picture of it.
Of course you did.
The other team. Oh, Texas. Oh, I'll tell you who I got
Oh.
for Texas. I got a 0.6%.
Ooh, who did you pick?
Bobby Bonds.
Bobby Bonds. Thank you.
He did it twice. He had
That's so
30 swipes for the
freaking
Rangers
obscure.
And the Yankees. I knew he did that. Barry Bonds' is dad. He did it twice.
Yeah.
For the
Oh,
Yankees
man.
and
I
for the
went
Rangers.
with Ian Kinsler on that one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Kinsler's a good one.
I liked Kinsler. The rock and drive swing.
Yeah. Crazy.
Boy,
He's
Julio
got-
is having a round.
He's got a
Yeah.
minute too.
I told you, hometown magic.
Jeez.
Until Pete hits 55.
He's going to have to at this rate.
I mean, Rodriguez beat him last year. They said.
Dude, his
Oh, I know he did. No,
his
I know.
pitcher's not
He's
even
awesome.
stepping, dude.
Yeah, no.
It's awesome.
He just like flings it.
He just Dude, 32.
This is crazy.
32.
This
Oh,
is, Craig,
short.
Craig, you got great value on this, man. Huh?
Yeah, I
Good.
did.
God.
I should have bet him for the most hits too.
That's crazy.
Oh,
One of the bets was like if they hit it like over like 10 miles on total of the home runs being 10 miles is like one of the prop bets. I'm sitting there trying to do the math in my head.
Yeah. That's too much
he's-
math for me.
he's got
Moving on.
32 with a whole minute left. Holy crap.
Pete's like, nah, shit. There
And he
goes my
took his
free
bonus
beer.
time too.
I love the fact that Perdomo from the Diamondbacks made the All-Star team. I don't care that it was an alternate.
And
This
can
dude has had a first half.
I just say, is it official that MLB hates Alex Verdugo? They've replaced like the entire roster, and that guy still hasn't gotten a nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told. Yeah.
Last place
What?
team, that's why.
Yeah, Morgan. Alonso's gonna have to go berserk tonight. He's gonna have to have a big round.
Yeah, giving him a 200 homer lead in Derby history. That's for sure.
Oh, and just to go back to yesterday's, because now I took a screenshot of yesterday's. Real quick, do you remember, Nick, who you picked for the Texas San Diego?
I went.
Because I got a 0.4%.
You probably it was
And I was
higher
shocked
than
it was
mine.
that low.
I went Nelson Cruz. I went easy.
Oh, I didn't even think. Honestly, this one didn't even take me that, and I'm not like bragging. This one was just like, oh, like that. In 0.4 was so low to me. Gary Matthews Jr.
Oh, he was so good with the Orioles too.
It should have been so much higher
Yeah.
than 0.4%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, I didn't call on someone from like the 1950s.
Right.
I'm like, that's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
legitimate.
right.
Gary Matthews Jr. was like played 15 years ago.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah,
good with the
I-
I was
Orioles
shocked
too.
it
Yeah.
was so low.
I think I went
I was shocked. It was so
Nelson
low.
Cruz. And what was the one to the left of that?
Texas, Washington.
Yeah, no, that's where I went Nelson Cruz, I think.
Oh, I
And then-
picked Alfonso Soriano for that one.
I think
Oh,
I
that-
went Nelson Cruz for that one. And then who did I do for Texas? I don't remember who I picked for the middle one now.
Boy, are they in sync.
Goodness gracious.
This is ridiculous.
This
Yeah.
is insane. And all of them are bombs.
Yeah, not a lot of cheapies here.
No. I
Oh,
just
Morgan went.
reached out to the left for the second.
Morgan went. And Anthony Rendon, Texas, Washington. That's a good one.
Rendon's That's a good one.
Maybe that's what I did.
I
I did
forget-
Rendon and then Cruz. That's exactly what I did.
I forgot he was in Texas, Rendon.
Yeah, it feels like forever ago.
And then what was the
And he really
It almost feels
wasn't.
like a-
And he
feels
wasn't
like a
like.
different. Feels like a
well known.
different player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really Washington during that World Series run that his name really came out.
41?
You got to be kidding!
Man, he's going to be smoked for the next two rounds now.
Holy cow! Alonso's going to have himself a round.
Yeah.
What was the other one? It was Padres and
So
Padres and Royals. Yeah,
Padres, Royals, Padres, Rangers, and then Padres, Brewers.
Padres Royals. I went with Hosmer, Eric Hosmer.
Me too. Yeah.
Yep.
Me too. And then Padres, Brewers. I went Josh Hader.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
But that was only 47%. I figured it'd be a lot higher.
I don't know.
But I guess a lot of Lorenzo Canes probably.
Yeah,
in
say
that
Lorenzo Cane's a good one.
one. Although actually, no, he was Sandy.
He was.
Oh yeah, no, that would have
Yeah.
been him.
You could have also used him for the Royals. You can use a number of teams.
Right. Yeah. Right.
All right, Harrison, you have your second home run derby trivia question.
I do. Let's
All
do
right,
it. Second home run derby trivia question. So
All right.
five longest home runs in home run derby history.
Ooh.
512, Prince Fielder, Kansas City.
No.
Mark McGuire, Boston.
What?
Nope.
Bo Jackson.
Nope.
Sammy Sosa, Milwaukee.
Nope.
Aaron Judge.
I'm
Griffey in
sorry,
Baltimore?
what?
Nope. I will tell you that 4 of them came in the same home run derby.
Okay.
Coors Field, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year was Coors Field?
21.
Okay. And you said no to Aaron Judge's.
Cargo's.
Oh, so sorry. I'm sorry. So Judge is number 5 in Miami at 513.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I missed Judge. Sorry,
You misjudged or you missed?
I missed Judge.
Judge.
He was 5th at 513.
So you
Miami
misjudged,
2017.
Misjudge.
Yeah.
You misjudge.
Yeah, like that toe injury was misjudged.
Cargo's a good one. Is it? Did Cargo get the top one? Carlos Gonzalez.
Nope.
He might have the legit longest home run.
He may if they could actually get a real number on it. It might be.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Man,
Nope.
you said this was in 21.
21.
So Alonzo,
Nope. Sorry. 3rd 514.
514. My God, that was third.
Soto. Did Soto hit some. balls?
Soto's got the longest, 520 feet in Colorado in 21.
Wow.
All right, so you've
Oh,
got
didn't-
1st, 3rd, and 5th. We've got 2nd and 4th still.
Didn't Joey Gallo hit some bombs too?
He did. He
Was
had a
Joey
bunch over
Gallo on that?
500, but they weren't in. They didn't break this group.
Oh,
He had a couple over 500. So we
No.
had
did
Soto.
hometown Trevor? Did Trevor Story? hit
Trevor
one?
Story's number
Hometown
2
Story?
at 518.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
And
trying
then
to. picture
we're
that in
missing
my head.
one.
So it's Soto at 520, Story at 518, Alonso at 514. There's a person in 4th, and then Judge is 5th at 513 in Miami. Everybody else hit him in Colorado.
Jock Peterson.
Nope.
AL or NL?
AL.
21.
Team?
Mike
I
Trout.
can't because it's going to give it away. It's an obvious one. You're going to kick yourself.
Mike Trout.
Shohei?
Shohei.
Really?
Shohei, also
I don't remember him
513
in that
and 21.
derby, but Probably was.
Yeah.
So, bonus question: who has won the most home run derbies in history?
Yoenis Cespedes.
No, maybe in the backyard, but not for real.
Well, he's got
Mark McGuire.
two.
That's my go-to.
Who?
Mark
I'm
McGuire.
gonna go with Griffey.
Griffey's the only person to win 3.
Oh wow.
3, yeah. Right.
Alonso's got 2.
2.
Ces-
Doesn't Ortiz has 2 too?
Cespedes
There's a
has
Doesn't
2
Ortiz
as well.
There's a
Really?
few guys with 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Cespedes has 2. Does Tejada have 2?
I think he was
Miguel
1.
Tejada has 2. He has just 1.
I think he was just 1. I have to go back and look at the list, but
So
the only guy to
Griffey-
win 3 is Griffey.
Griffey won in Baltimore, Boston, and New York. Is that where he won them?
I saw the
Pete.
years.
Jeez.
Well, Pete's not gonna win 3.
Nope.
He's not getting out of the first round at this rate.
Pete's not even going to hit 20 at this.
Griffey
rate.
won in 94, 98, and 99.
So 94 was Camden Yards,
Yeah, 98 was Boston. No, 99 was Boston.
99.
and then
And 98 must have been Baltimore.
No, 94 was Baltimore, wasn't it?
that's what I thought.
Yeah, because Camden Yards just opened that year, or it was just open very soon.
Yeah.
Coors Field, wasn't it? Coors Field, 98? Right before, or it was right after Boston, or right before Boston?
No, I thought Coors after Boston because they were talking about Mark McGuire killing the ball. I remember that ESPN doing like a whole thing about it, about the air and stuff.
I don't know. If only we had computers, we could Google it.
I wish.
I'm working on it.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
I'm just going off stats off the top of my head right now, Gary.
Here we go. What years were they? They were
94, 98, 99.
94, Three River Stadium. So Cincinnati.
Oh.
You said 98.
No, yeah.
98.
Coors Field, and then 99 at Fenway Park.
Okay.
So I was only got one of those right.
Yeah, so he won in 90. So he won. Yeah, 94 was Pittsburgh, 98 was Colorado, 99 was Boston.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Three
Pittsburgh.
rows.
He did not win that Camden Yards year.
Dude.
Who won that year?
Some of these.
It's a great question.
Because he's got the big memorable one hitting like the warehouse and all that stuff. But I wonder who won it.
Mm. And him hitting that warehouse
You know who got it?
is a further home run than 500 feet.
93. He also had 109 RBIs before the All-Star break.
Juan gone.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense because in 93, Juan gone hit everything.
Yep.
It's too bad that season never got finished.
Dude, you know who they had co-winners in 1986? Wally Joyner and Daryl Strawberry.
Wally Joyner.
Wally Joyner.
That's a blast from the past. Wow, Pete is getting garbage to hit.
Yeah, he's not getting much.
Andre Dawson in 87. The Derby got rained out in 88. Ruben
You couldn't-
Sierra and Eric Davis.
Eric Davis.
Ruben Sierra, king of the sacrifice fly.
Oh my God.
That guy was just an
Speaking
automatic
of sacrifice
Joey
fly,
Gallo does not hit sacrifice flies.
he's only got 3 career sack flies. How does that even happen?
Wait, who does?
Joey Gallo only has 3
Joey Gallo.
career sacrifice flies.
Is that correct?
He's got as many
That's a
gold
real stat.
gloves as he has sacrifice flies.
Holy crap.
A guy that does nothing but lift and launch, you think would accidentally hit some sack flies.
Yeah, you would think.
Nope.
He has as many gold gloves as sacrifice flies.
I'd like to contend some of those gold gloves. That's another debate for another show.
I mean, I guess the metrics seem to be there, man. I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
No,
I'm just saying.
When you
If
look
you
at the metrics, he does. He looks like a good outfielder.
Supposedly, he's very
Yeah.
good. I don't know.
But then you watch him play, and you're like, that's not the same guy that the stats reflect.
Yeah.
The eye test says he's not that good an outfielder. But
Dang.
all right, Alonso's going down the toilet. So let's go another trivia question here, boys.
Okay.
Most career All-Star game hits.
Most
Let's
career
go.
All-Star game hits.
Yeah, let's go top 3.
What's the number?
The
Willie Mays, Hank Aaron.
Willie Mays is number 1.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah. Well, he's got 24 games.
23 hits.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hank's
Hank-
not in the top 3.
Really?
Wow. Jeter, maybe?
Pete
He was
Rose.
in a bunch.
No. Jeter's 5th.
Okay.
Pete Rose, no.
No Pete.
A-Rod was in a bunch.
Not in the top 5.
Okay. Griffey's been in a bunch.
Not in the top 5.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr. is tied for 5th with a
Okay.
whole bunch of guys. That's why I didn't go to 5, but I have them.
Because it goes from 4th to 50th in a room.
Literally, it's like
In a
1,
heartbeat.
2, 3, like all the way to 20. Like
Cal Ripken. Barry Larkin.
no.
All-Star appearances.
I'm just thinking of guys who've been there forever. Just their
Right.
Yeah.
whole career.
Well, keep in mind, Nick, not appearances, hits.
Right, but
You gotta be
appearances
there a
are
lot.
right.
You do, but you might be surprised with some of the guys that are on.
Mike Trout.
No.
Ichiro, is he on there?
Nope.
No, that's a good guess. Though.
Hank Blaylock. I mean, Jesus, you're making me really go
Hank
to the well. on this
Blaylock,
one.
no. Jesus Christ.
That's awesome.
Any
Hank
current
Blay-
active players?
No, we've already gone through the few that were there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
These are all timers. Guys that got a lot of hits and win a lot. Niggy, Pujols, Tony Gwynn, no, and no.
Dang, those are 3 good guesses.
I
Too.
know.
Yeah.
Alan Trammell.
No, stop. You're embarrassing yourself now, Nick.
Who? Goodness. Okay, Mays Clemente.
Nope.
No, he wasn't there that much.
Should have been.
He should have been, and he would have been.
He had 3,000 career
Yeah,
hits.
so Mays is first with 23 hits.
Okay.
The second person's got 20. The third person's got 14.
Oh, 14.
And you said none of them are active.
Not active. Nope.
George Brett.
Nope.
Sammy Sosa?
Nope.
Someone already say Ichiro?
Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah.
Nope. No Sandberg.
Dang, my goodness gracious.
Cardinals and Red Sox.
Ted Williams?
Ted Williams.
Ortiz?
Ted Williams is third.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And Cardinals.
Musial?
Musial is number 2 with 20.
Oh, wow.
Because he had a ton of
Oh, he was
all-star
in like
appearances,
20.
too.
He was in like 21 of them
Yep.
himself or something like
Yeah.
that.
What's interesting is so Jeter's actually the only guy. He has the fewest plate appearances of anybody on this list. Jeter had 13 hits and 29 plate appearances.
Is that good?
Mass says that's pretty all right.
It wasn't
That's all right.
500, so I don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
Mays with 23, Musial with 20, Williams with 14.
Dang.
And then after that, you had Nellie Fox, who also had 14. Hank Aaron had 13, along with a whole bunch of other guys. So like Hank had 13, Cal Ripken Jr. had 13, Brooks Robinson had 13, Dave Winfield had 13, Derek Jeter had 13.
Dave Winfield, man, he is underrated.
Highly underrated. Highly
Crazy.
underrated.
Didn't you say you had a bonus question?
We already did the home run derby one.
Oh, that's what it was. Gotcha.
I'll pull up more All-Star
Crazy.
stats, and we'll just keep going.
Yeah, this is fun.
I told these guys already know this one, Craig, but I'll ask you.
All right.
Who's the only player to win the home run derby and get All-Star game MVP the same year?
Oh, my God. I don't even have the slightest clue right now.
AL West is the division. I'll give you that.
Canseco?
Nope.
Good guess.
That was weird.
McGuire, maybe? Mike
Nope.
Trout?
Nope. Right team.
Right team. Who else played there?
This was a tough one for the boys too, because he's like definitely an all-star, but he's not even like the angel you think of when you think
No.
all-star.
Okay.
Played right field, right?
Yep.
Who played right field for those guys?
He used to tear the Red Sox apart.
Oh, I can see his face. I just can't remember what his name is right now. I give up.
It's Garrett Anderson.
Garrett.
Are you
Anderson.
serious?
Yeah, home run derby and all-star
Mhm.
game MVP in the same.
I never would have guessed him. I
Yep.
don't even really pick him
Garrett
as
Anderson.
an angel, to be honest with you.
Yep. Crazy.
That wasn't who I was thinking. I was thinking of somebody the year that they had that rally monkey thing.
Oh God, like the David Eckstein years,
Yeah, Troy Glass.
Troy Glass
Who
and
else? Troy
Darren
Glass.
Erstad, and
Yeah.
Salmon was still there. Edmonds was still there.
Yep.
No, Edmonds had moved on, right? No, he was there.
I don't know.
No, I think Edmonds was there.
I feel like he was there for that.
I
rally
think he
monkey.
was too.
You had the 19 Molinas behind the plate.
Yeah. That was the year they beat the Yankees, too.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because they had 7 Molinas catching.
That's true.
All right, All-Star game. Most career RBIs.
Ooh.
Top 3.
Willie Mays.
He's third with
Stan
9.
Musial.
With what number?
Musial.
He
Usual
said Stan Musial.
second with 10.
So then who was third on that list? He's probably I forget who was third on that list already.
I did, too.
And that is T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, where
Is Barry Bonds?
and the sports world is
Mark McGuire?
48
Nope.
hours. The T-Mobile Home Run Derby, the Final Four.
Griff?
There's 2 Red Sox remaining on this list because one guy is tied for second.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams is number 1 with 12.
David Ortiz?
Ortiz?
Old time.
Manning?
Well, I shouldn't say old time, but not current era.
Dwight Evans. Jim Rice.
Nope.
Mo Vaughn?
Nope.
Mike Greenwell.
No.
Wade Boggs.
Fred Lynn?
Wade Boggs, yeah, that's a good one.
It is a good one, but I still can't go over the Mike Greenwell one. Like Scott
John
Cooper,
Valentin?
John Valentin's a good guess.
Johnny V.
Troy O'Leary?
No.
No.
Kevin Millar.
Man. Bobby Dorr.
Nope.
Babe Ruth?
Nope.
Robert
Oh,
Jr.
that'll be a big guess.
Just tells you the strength of Robert Jr. If Arozarena
I mean,
is
it's.
going to win
I feel like it's a little bit. He only had 22 plate appearances in his career in the All-Star game. He had 10 RBIs.
Holy crap!
What era? I mean, what are we?
Ah,
what
you're-
era are we
you're-
talking about here?
Are we
70s,
around it?
80s. No, you're 60s, 70s. Am I right?
Shit.
Yastrzemski.
No.
Yeah. No?
Yeah, I was right. Okay,
60s,
70s, 80s. My apologies. Not 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s.
Carlton Fisk?
Nope,
Yeah.
but same team.
Oh, that's a good guess. Same team.
Same team. Fucking Bernie Carbo? I mean, like, who are we talking about here?
Freddie Lynn.
Fredlin. Oh,
I
yeah.
said Fred Lynn.
Nope.
I forget about
I
that.
said Fred Lynn earlier.
So I did not hear Fred Lynn.
I
Yes,
didn't
Freddie Lynn.
Oh, I said Freddie Lynn like 8 guesses
Oh,
ago.
no, I did not hear Freddie Lynn. Yes, Freddie Lynn.
Morgan, back me up. I said Freddie Lynn.
Don't do it, Morgan. It's a trap.
He did when he laid like 4 guys off in a row. Freddie Lynn won.
He heard me. I said
I
Freddie
heard.
Lynn.
Dang, that's a good one too.
There are some really bizarre all-star game stats.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who leads it in stolen bases since you got the stats up in front of you?
Now, the difference of all the BP
Ooh.
pros,
Who
Most
leads the All-Star game in stolen bases?
stolen bases career. I've got it right here. Would you like to venture a guess?
Is it Ricky? I was got to be Ricky.
Ricky's not on the list.
Kenny Lofton's got to be on there.
Kenny Lofton's second, tied for second with 5.
Nice one.
So 5 is
second. Pete
5
Rose.
is second. Nope.
What's the number for number? Who's like? What's the
First
what's
place
the
is
number
6.
for first place? 6. So just one ahead of Kenny
Yep.
Lofton.
be almost anybody.
Lou
Mookie.
Brock.
Mookie.
Nope.
yeah, they really did not go into the scout.
Honestly, not somebody I would have picked to be leading in stolen bases. But he was there a lot.
Frank Thomas.
Get out.
Barry Bonds.
Tim Raines.
Tim Raines is tied for 3rd
Okay, so
with
Oh, all
3.
Okay, so
Harold Baines.
45 left.
Nope.
8 home runs.
Derek Jeter, he used to steal a lot early.
Oh, Morgan Barry Bonds.
Nope.
I said Barry. Okay, I was gonna say if I get gypped again, I just said it again.
Morgan said he pleads the fifth, so
Yeah, I saw that.
Well played, Morgan. That a boy.
That's all right. It's recorded. We'll play back the tape.
I'll make sure to delete this tape.
Ooh, Joe Morgan's a good one. Is it Joe Morgan?
Joe Morgan. No, that is a good one.
That's a good one.
You've got 2 Indians tied for 2nd.
So we said
Lofton.
Coco Crisp.
Coco, get out. Can we turn his mic off?
Sure.
You
Actually, I
got
can.
Lofton, right?
Watch. Bye, Nick.
He got Lofton.
Another.
Grady Sizemore.
No, but good one.
Oh, he gets a good one, but I gotta. Oh, I'm
Well,
gonna
you
shut
said
his
Frank
mic off.
Thomas. You said Frank. I can't work with that.
Another
Indian?
Another Indian is tied for 2nd.
Oh, Alomar, Sandy Alomar.
Alomar.
Which Alomar?
Roberto.
Roberto Alomar. Yes.
Yeah.
It was Sandy Alomar.
So in second place is
Roberto.
Alomar and Lofton tied. 3rd place, you've got Tim Raines tied with 2 other guys. We still don't have the first.
Still don't have the first. 6 stolen bases.
6.
He was there a lot.
Willie
Willie
Mays.
Mays.
Yeah, he was there a lot.
Not somebody I think of as a big stolen base guy.
Right. I mean, 24 times. But yeah, Willie Mays.
And then the other guys in third place are Rod Carew with 3 and Steve Sachs with 3.
Steve Sachs.
I know, right?
A good one.
David Justice. There was a day when David Justice was a threat.
Right.
He got all broken
He was
down.
amazing in the late, mid '90s.
With the Braves, dude, just watching
Yeah.
overnight coming home from school.
I actually kind of went back and watched I found the old VHS tape at my camp of the Yankees World Series, that first one in '96. First one from like the modern eras.
Dude, I was watching that on VCR after watching high def for 20
It was brutal.
I'm
It was
sure.
brutal. But like you see all these old guys like Kenny Lofton and Maddox and Smoltz in their careers in their primes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
So cool.
Yeah, those Indians teams of the mid to late 90s were so loaded. How they didn't win
Well, they had to play the Yankees, and they had to.
Oh man, they were so loaded though.
Baltimore was always a pain in the ass back then.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of that Baltimore play,
Oh,
that fan interference play,
Oh, you mean the home run by Jeter?
the Tarasco.
not the home run by Jeter, dude. That was brutal. That was real bad.
They did get. I will say it's kind of like the Tuck rule with Brady. As a Brady fan, that was a fumble, and as a fan,
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, with the way that
I get the way the rule was written, but
then it was not, because it happened against the Patriots earlier that year.
No.
We lost the game to the Jets week 2 because of
no, I know.
Vinny Testaverde. So it was not. It was an incomplete pass. Then they changed the rule, and now the way the rule's written, it's a fumble. But in 2001, it was incomplete pass.
Get your popcorn out.
But
Get your popcorn out, Nick.
100% fan interference on that play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
For
not-
sure.
Yeah.
It was almost as bad as when A-Rod went and slapped the ball
Out of Bronson.
Yeah,
Arroyo.
That was the worst. I love the pictures of him like holding a
Oh,
purse with
You
the slap.
see-
Like those are
you
the best.
see, Chaz McCormick tried to do that the other night for the Astros.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like,
This is totally just, you guys mentioned Bronson Arroyo. I was watching the Reds game the other night. Do you know Bronson Arroyo was in the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame?
no.
I believe it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was blown away. So I was watching it. Obviously, it was the Reds broadcast, and I don't know who the color guy is, but he was saying that, like, they were coming back from commercial break, and it was like, oh, like next Thursday is Bronson Arroyo bobblehead day or something like that. And he was like, oh yeah, like come out to the park and celebrate Reds Hall of Fame or Bronson Arroyo. I was like,
What?
reading a, I was like, wait a second. I had to like rewind it. I'm like, Bronson Arroyo was a Reds Hall of Famer. Yeah.
He had a pretty good career for them, a long career actually after.
He did. He was good for a
Pretty
while,
good
but
is not
yikes.
pretty good.
I'm going to admit that I did buy his CD.
I was literally going to say the same thing. I owned his CD.
I liked all those songs that they did, and actually the song that he did from the Goo Goo Dolls was Slide that he did.
It was actually good.
better than the Goo Goo Dolls.
My wife actually bought the CD, and I ended up being the one listening to it.
Yeah, and I hated the Red Sox back then. Like, absolutely hated it. I liked the CD, and I liked that he did the song Slide, and he actually did it better than the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yep. Totally.
I burned that CD out. Actually, I listened to that a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Arozaren's got 30 going into his extra minute. I mean,
He's a freak.
he's built for this.
I
He's built for
my
stuff like
my
this.
final bracket is a Rosarina versus Vladdy.
You have really?
I'm feeling good about it.
Vladdy's out.
Vladdy's not out.
Yeah, he is.
Vladdy played against Betts.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no,
right.
no, yeah, it's
Oh,
like
he's
Vladdy
not out.
destroyed bets.
And you got it right here. It's going to be Rodriguez and Vladdy going against each other next.
I had Vladdy and Rosarina in my final. Come on, let's make it so.
What year was the first All-Star game?
1950, I think.
Nope, sooner.
No,
Really?
60.
38.
Sooner.
Sooner than me.
Yeah.
32.
Later.
35.
33.
33.
Nailed it. Woo! Yes.
And who won that game?
Comiskey Park. The American League won 4-2.
Barn burner.
First
There
home
were
run hit in an
11 hits,
All-Star
all
game.
singles.
First home run in All-Star game history was hit by
Babe
none
Ruth.
other than Babe Ruth.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's
I
a
believe
cool
that.
stat.
2-run shot in the bottom of the third inning.
That's a good bar bet right there.
Yep.
Who's got the most appearances in the home run derby?
Most appearances in the home run derby. I mean, Pete's now got 5, right? 6?
Yeah.
Not the most, but
Not the most.
That's not the most.
not the most.
Like guys will do like 3-4 and say, yeah, I'm
The
done.
most is 8.
8.
It's got to be McGuire or Griffey.
It's one of them.
It's Griffey.
It's Griffey. Griffey had 8. 1990, 1992, 93, 94, 97, 98, 99, 2000.
Wow.
He had that perfect swing for it too. It was like F.
Oh, And it was just like easy power too.
Yeah.
As a
Still-
left, I wish I could hit like him. I
He,
would-
he has to have like the prettiest swing in all of baseball history. I could watch him hit ball. I'd hit the baseball forever.
It's up there. If it's not number one, it's top three.
Yeah. Such a pretty swing.
Okay, you ready for this one? Hank
Sure.
Aaron had a record 25 All-Star selections.
Really?
In how many years?
26,
No,
30,
25.
no,
27,
no.
28?
Nope.
20.
He's going to say like something like 24.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
25 selections
23.
in 24 years.
25 and
Yeah.
23 years. So they had a double All-Star session.
That's
So
yeah.
he actually got selected to 2 All-Star games in 23
That's
years.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Arozarena really hit 35. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
Is that one going to go?
I'll tell you this, man.
Yeah.
Luis Ross, this looks like an effortless swing. He doesn't look like he's putting much into it.
No.
And they're just the ball's just taking off.
Yeah.
101 mile an hour rocket to short. I ain't picking that. No thanks.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
wind
I'm out.
too. I just
Thanks
saw
for playing.
And the wind just shifted a little bit, but not by much.
Dude, that's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Was like the first year I got MLB TV a couple years ago. Stanton was still playing for the Marlins, and he hit a ball up through the shortstop hole, and the shortstop was playing towards the hole, so it just like went on the ground all the way to the fence, like didn't stop. Like I understand they cut the grass like golf greens now, but like
Yeah, the Texas worm burner as it
mean-
rolls.
this thing didn't bounce. It was flat on the ground and still had enough steam to get all the way to the wall. And I was like, this is not right. Like I can barely muscle one through the grass through the infield, like let alone get it to the fence. Like it was nuts.
Well, and you put Stanton on some of the fields we played in high school ball, and that ball like still dies at shortstop.
Facts. Absolutely facts.
Deering Oaks, it barely makes it to the pitcher's mound.
Dude, Deering Oaks is a
Deering Oaks, you could lose a ball on that grass.
Oh, I hated playing at Deering Oaks. I hated it.
It's
Still
so
do.
bad.
The lights suck. The grass sucks.
Portland sucks.
Bumpy where you step. It's like you broke an ankle as you run through the outfield.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like it's a bunch of landmines.
You're dodging heroin needles left and right.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
My last
You slide in with a double and an STD.
Speaking of that, my last game that I played in the 35 plus 2 years ago before I tore up my knee, there were 2 homeless people doing it in one of the porta potties. And their legs were like sticking out. There's like kids walking by. It was nasty.
Yep. Pickle Park.
Good old Deering Oaks. Oh, when I just had that. I just had another one.
Highest career batting average in the All-Star game. Go.
Highest career batting average. Jeter.
Jeter's third. Hit 481.
Oh, you just said what's his name? Who only had like 20 at bats. Oh shit, what was his name?
Fred Lynn.
Yeah.
No, there's no way you guys are getting the first one, but there's a couple of the guys you might get.
Let's see.
Cal Ripken.
Michael Young.
Say it again.
Cal Ripken.
No.
Michael Young.
No. Oh, good one though. I used to love Michael Young. He had that.
Michael Young.
Long
destroyed
swing.
All-Star game.
Yeah.
Michael Young was incredible
Yep.
in
Yep.
the Midsummer Class.
Oh my goodness, he was so good.
Tony
Left
Gwynn.
elbow McGee in 1921.
No, I'll give you the first one. Charlie Gehringer hit 500
I don't
in
think I've
29
ever,
plate
Who the hell's
appearances.
Charlie Gehringer?
I never heard of him.
It's going back a ways.
Yeah. What team did he play on?
Charlie Gehringer was a second baseman for Detroit back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. God, the guy played a
Of
long
course.
time. Played 19 years.
Wow, that's quite a career.
Guy hit 500 in 29 plate appearances.
Huh.
There's one more name on this list I think you guys will get.
Hold on.
What was the question again? It was
Oh,
Batting average career in the All-Star
batting
game.
average career All-Star.
Gehringer, Jeter. Fourth is Al Simmons, which is also going back a ways. Al Simmons was around in the 20s and 30s.
Ted Williams.
Last guy was a Toronto Blue Jay, pretty well
Toronto
known
Blue
for
Jay.
a single moment.
Joe
Gary
Carter.
Joe
Carter.
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter hit 455 in 12 plate appearances.
Dang. Nice. 5 sets of brothers have been all-star teammates.
Ooh.
Give me 3 of them.
Molinas.
No.
What? If not them, then who?
One
Ripkins.
one was very recently.
The Contreras.
Yep, Contreras.
Yeah.
The Contreras.
The Contreras.
The Ripkins weren't?
Contreras.
Billy didn't make one?
No, Jesus, no. Don't get me started on Billy Ripken.
Cal Ripken had a brother.
That fit
God.
destroyed, broke his hand.
And you should get these other 2, I think.
So the Molinas aren't. The Ripkins aren't.
Nope.
And they had to be all-star teammates.
Yes, sir.
Teammates.
It's not so much on this guy right now because
The Alomar?
Pedro,
Yeah,
Pedro and
Alomar.
Oh.
Martinez.
The Alomar Sandy.
Yeah.
And the,
Good one.
And then these 2 were all fans of. Well, we're fans of one, and then Craig's fans of another.
One out of the
Oh.
ballpark. This is
Not the Boone brothers, right?
No. Red Sox Yankees though.
Brothers?
Oh, the the DiMaggio.
DiMaggio's, yeah.
Oh, duh. Yeah, good one.
The other 2 were Dixie and Harry Walker from 1947, and Mort and Walker Cooper, 1942 and 43. They did it twice.
Oh, wow. The repeat.
The Martinez brothers never did it like Pedro and his brother?
No, Sean just asked that too, so they must have missed it.
I think they made an all-stars together, but I think they were on 2 separate
Right, they weren't teammates.
Yeah.
Have yourself a home run derby.
Yeah, because Ramon was with the Dodgers for a long time.
Yeah.
2 records were set in the same play. Fred Lynn in 1983 hit what remains to be the only Grand Slam in All-Star Game history, and the most earned runs allowed by a pitcher in a single All-Star game is 7 by Atlee Haymaker, who gave up the Grand Slam to Fred Lynn.
Yikes.
There's only been one Grand Slam in the
That's
All-Star game.
wild.
That is wild.
I would have lost that bet 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
You just think, I mean, it's been going on since like Christ died. Like you'd think there'd be like another Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's been going on since the
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're coming up on almost 100 years of the All-Star.
Yeah. This is what, year number 90?
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go.
I've had a lot of fun here with a lot of my
2
teammates.
players have represented a record 5 teams
And I'm here
each.
hitting a lot of home runs. What do you think of your
Who are they?
Jim Tomey.
No.
Dave Justice got to be one.
Nope.
Hold on. Say it again. So, because there's a like, I
Who's
got
got-
the
who's
background
got the
going
sound
on, I got
on?
this TV.
I never have good chances, but somehow I always win.
Anyways, Sheffield.
So
Oh
there's
crap! I just gave you one.
Jesus, Nick, for crying out loud. I mean,
Jeez. Well done, Nick. Will you read the list to
this
us?
is why we can't-
So we got
This
Gary
is why we
Sheffield.
can't have nice things.
Okay.
Freaking
I mean, this is unbelievable.
amateur hour over here.
Which other player has been represented by the most teams in All-Star Game history with 5?
Oh.
So who did Sheffield have?
Padres,
Detroit,
Marlins,
Florida, New York.
Marlins, Dodgers, Braves, and Yankees.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, all right. So who else had 5?
Guy played everywhere.
I'm gonna try not to say his name.
That'd be good.
Thank you. That'd be appreciated.
So he had to have been an all-star 5 times with that many different teams. Holy cow.
Right?
He was a Met. Oh, Pedro? He played for 4 or 5 different teams.
No, good guess. Not him.
Okay.
Was he a position player or a pitcher?
Position player.
Piazza.
No.
Okay.
Nelson Cruz.
That's 5
Ooh,
different teams.
No, that's a good guess, but
That's a great guess, Nelson Cruz.
do you want me to give you the 5 teams?
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
Giants, Cubs, Astros, Marlins, and Expos.
Moises Alou.
Yep, Moises Alou.
Good one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
As soon as Expos and Cubs are on there,
Yep.
that's
I
Moises
actually
Alou's the first one I think of.
Marlins for a couple of years.
Yeah, they were good when he was on that team too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because wasn't Felipe his manager at one point in time too?
Yeah.
On top-
In Montreal, I believe.
Yeah. He
Montreal.
played for Dad.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
I think that would be kind of cool, actually, in a way.
That's
I-
nuts.
My favorite of all time is still
Thanks, C.
Ken Griffey Jr. cutting off his father in the outfield, take the fly ball away from him.
That was great.
So,
Dad's like ducking, like he's gonna get it whacked back to the face.
Would you plant somebody in the chat there, Sean?
No, it's my brother.
Oh, I was gonna say okay, that makes sense.
yeah, that's awesome.
What are we planting
You
people
should.
with compliments in the chat?
These bots are getting out of control.
My goodness.
It's the only compliments I get. I got the question right. I got Fred Lynn right, and he's like, no, it was Fred Lynn. It's like, that's bullshit. I said Fred Lynn like 10 minutes ago.
Pretty sure Fred Lynn was never stated.
Yeah, well, I just got the Gary
Play the
Sheffield
tape.
one right.
Play the tape. Play the tape.
Oh goodness gracious!
Nailed that one, Nick.
Oldest player to pitch oldest pitcher to play in an All-Star game. 47 years old.
It's got to be Nolan Ryan, right?
Nope. 40.
And how old? 47?
Ruben Sierra?
47.
Pitcher.
Oh, he's a pitcher?
Yep.
Oh crap.
Oh, what's his name? It's not Goose, is it? Goose.
Nope.
Oh, what was that? That space guy that the Red Sox had that used to do
Bill
acid.
Lee.
Bill Spaceman Lee.
Bill Lee.
He's still pitching for the Savannah
Yeah.
Bananas, but
He's the man.
Oh, is he really?
yeah, he's
the
pitching
man.
with the Bananas.
I don't know if I'd call it pitching. Is it?
Nope, not Clemens.
He's throwing a ball and batters are standing near it.
Right.
Connor, not a bot. Hashtag not a bot.
I will give you a clue. Most of his career is known for being hashtag not a bot.
Oh, is it the spitballer?
I don't know if he threw a spitball.
What's your hint, Nick? What's your hint?
Most of his career, he's known very well for his career to be later in life.
Oh, the Negro League pitcher there that became a
Oh,
Satchel
Satchel Paige.
Satchel
Satchel
Paige.
Page, yep, 47 years old, All-Star.
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
thinking of the
That's a good
Indian.
one.
What the hell was his name? Can't think
Native
of it.
American.
No,
Oh,
who played
yeah.
for the Indians? Sorry.
I'm kidding.
The Cleveland Native Americans.
Yeah, Satchel Paige played forever. I think he was in his late 50s when he
Yeah.
up.
But he just never went to the MLB until like he was like 50 or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Can you imagine him in his prime in the major leagues? He'd be the
No.
greatest.
Oh, man.
Well, let's see. I mean, Nolan Ryan's got to be up there for his.
I would imagine.
You would think.
I think he was like 44 or something when he finally gave it up. Maybe 45. I don't.
No, 40. He played in through his 46th season,
Okay.
but his last All Star was his 40. So he's only 42 in his last All Star. I don't want to say only, but he wasn't as close to 47 as I thought. 42.
Everyone's already on the feet. They're expecting
Look at that
greatness
spaghetti.
once again. And this
J-Rod hit 41 in that.
What pitchers pitched in the most All-Star games?
Let's take a look at round one here by
Nolan Ryan?
That's true.
Nope.
No, he's only got a couple.
And it's on to the pull side.
Maddox?
I mean, let's not
Nope.
mess around.
Same era, but
He understands this
Okay,
ball.
same era.
Roy Halladay.
No.
Pedro.
Nope.
Schmaltzy?
Clemens.
Nope. Clemens.
Johnson.
Clemens made 10 appearances.
Randy Johnson.
Nope. Clemens. It's still
Oh,
Clemens.
it's just. Well, I didn't know if you were doing like top three. I didn't know if you were doing top three. I've been doing top three all night.
No, still Clemens.
He kept guessing. I'm like, dude, I just said it. It's still Clemens. It
been
hasn't
doing-
changed.
We've been doing top three all night. I didn't know we were back down to one.
That's right. I'll give Nick that one. We've been doing top three. I'll
You
give Nick
guys
that
are
one.
killing me.
My question was just who's got the most appearances, but yes, I appreciate the fact that Nick was trying to go down the top 3 list. But,
Whatever.
sorry.
All right, here we go, Rodriguez.
All right, I need Guerrero to win, and I got my final bracket intact.
Is it only? It's only a 3-minute championship.
They're not in the
well,
championship.
semi-round.
They're still semi.
This is the semis.
Oh right, but why is it 3 minutes?
It's amazing the home run derby now takes longer than the games.
Right. I was just thinking that actually because, I mean, how many like three guys maybe went before I got on.
Yeah, it was like 2 sets. Yeah.
Yeah, and
All right, 3 father-son combos have each hit home runs in an all-star game. Who are they?
Bobby and Barry
Griffies.
Bonds.
we got
Yep, the Griffies.
Griffies.
The Griffies, the Bonds.
Griffies, Bonds. Who's third?
Ooh, the Boons.
Nope.
Bichettes.
Oh, really?
Nope.
what's the question?
There's 3 father-son combos that have each hit home runs in an all-star game.
Oh. The same.
So-
Okay. The
So
Guerreros
Guerreros. Yeah.
the Guerreros, yep.
in the fielders maybe.
That would have been a good one. But yeah, no, the fielders have not both homered.
Really?
Yeah, it surprises me.
Which one didn't?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think Prince was only in 1 or 2, right?
I think he's,
Yeah, but
he's
he
in a
was in a
couple.
few of the home run derbies though, because I remember him hitting them into the water.
Oh, yeah.
in Kansas City.
I remember that too, yeah.
He was a beast. He was a big dude.
Dude,
He was
both
trying
of
to
them
get
were
on.
huge.
I used to love to watch Cecil Fielder hit home runs up on the roof of the Detroit Stadium.
Yes.
Dwight Gooden has the most of these in an All-Star game with 2.
Walks.
Nope.
Wild
It
pitches.
matters.
Nope.
Box.
Hit-
What did you say, Sean?
Box.
Yeah, spots.
I thought he said socks. I was like, I think they all wear 2 socks, Sean, but maybe.
Yeah.
No, just the right answer. Box.
Oh, wow. All right. That's how it's going to be.
Hashtag not a bot.
Yeah. Hashtag bought and sold.
Dude, okay. So there's been 1 grand slam hit, but 5 players have led off the All-Star game with a home run.
Ooh.
That could be anybody, really.
Oh.
Lead off hitters.
Ricky Henderson.
Nope.
Rod Carew. Although he wasn't a home run hitter.
Not Rod Carew.
Oh, boy.
Peter hit one.
So leadoff home runs?
Nope. Not Jeter. Yep, lead off home runs. And
Mookie?
you got to think because like All-Star lineups aren't set.
I know.
like regular lineups.
No, but
Mookie?
Nope. It's nobody recent.
Oh, great.
I would say the one in the 90s, and then
Kenny Lofton.
2, possibly 3 of the guys you might get.
Kenny Lofton.
I don't know one of them. No, not Kenny Lofton. Still not Kenny
George
Lofton.
Brett.
Nope. Frankie Frisch is one, but I'm just gonna take him off the board. He doesn't count.
what
I
team
don't know
did
who
he,
that is.
I don't either. That's why I'm taking him off the board. We'll say Reds, Giants, Royals, and then I believe the Guardians.
Reds,
Or-
Giants, Royals. Ooh, Jeff Kent.
No, good guess.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
Oh.
That would like the ultimate immaculate grid to be able to line all 4 of those up.
Barry Larkin.
Nope. Earlier than Barry Larkin.
Oh, wow. Eric Davis?
Earlier than Eric Davis.
Jesus.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that was way back time.
That's your Reds.
Giants.
Did Bonds hit leadoff?
No, not Bonds.
That's malpractice if you put him at leadoff. You should lose your license to manage baseball if you have him.
Well, you
as-
get more bats that way, right? Isn't that why they
Don't
move
care.
guys up in the order?
I mean,
Don't
you've
care.
literally been saying his name all night.
Mays.
Oh,
Yeah, Willie
Mays.
Mays.
Yeah.
And then Royals.
Brett.
Nope.
I said no. Bo?
Yeah, Bo Jackson.
A leadoff?
I didn't know that was a leadoff. Yeah.
Another guy that shouldn't be hitting leadoff.
No, but I
Um,
think our game was at his home stadium, so don't they usually give the name guy?
No, maybe.
Oh, they might have. And then the Indians player, I think it's Indians, is Lou Boudreau.
Oh,
It's a name like you
Ah.
kind of know, but yeah.
Lou Boudreau. You know the fun fact about Lou Boudreau?
His name rhymes.
Lou Boudreau is the player that fielded the ground ball that ended Joe DiMaggio's hit streak.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Right
Lou
on,
Boudreau.
Lou.
all right. 3 players hit walk-off home runs in the All-Star game. Who are they? One of them you won't get, but I'm
Johnny
not gonna say it
Callison.
yet. Johnny Callison's the one you're not going to get, so you're reading the same thing I am.
I'm not going to answer. I'm looking at the next question now. So
Michael Young?
I'll go to a different website.
Did Michael Young hit a walk-off homer?
These guys are all pre-60s.
Oh.
Oh,
But
well,
you would get them.
You would get them. You know that we've talked about them several times.
Willie Mays then.
Nope. But
Really?
good guess. The guy was there 24 times.
Ted Williams.
Yaz,
Ted Williams.
did Yaz ever do it?
Nope.
DiMaggio?
Nope.
Babe?
Nope. Cardinal.
Oh, Musial.
Usual. So Ted Williams in 42, Stan Musial in 55, Johnny Callison in 64.
Huh.
You going to ask the inside the park home run question, Nick?
No, I already changed the website. So go.
Okay. So there's been one inside the park home run hit in an All-Star game. Who did it?
Willie Mays.
And this was done in the last 20 years.
Oh,
I should know this one.
didn't Kenny Lofton do it?
No, but I think he hit a bunch of triples.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. I remember one at Cleveland when they did that.
Inside the park home run. I feel like.
Henderson? I just think
You
of really
said it.
bad.
Can you give us the year?
2007.
Billy Hamilton?
No, but it's a good guess. One of the few guys with the speed to do it.
Alfonso Soriano?
Nope.
Not Grandison early in his career.
No. No, but Granderson could have done it early in his career. He had the
Yeah,
wheels.
he could have. Yeah. 2007 All-Star game.
Was that the one in Kansas in Kansas City?
2007.
I'm trying to think of that guy that used to play for Kansas, the Royals, that was super fast, but then like
I was in San Francisco.
oh.
Ichiro?
Ichiro.
That a boy,
Really?
Connor. Connor just texted me. He goes, I think Ichiro.
Yep, he's right. Ichiro.
Wow, good job, Connor.
Ichiro is also the MVP of that game.
I mean, naturally.
Right.
Once he starts getting fatigued, he might go to a thinner handle back, a little bit lighter. So let's keep an eye on the timeout if it does change at all.
Back here in
I
Seattle,
don't know about
first
Vladdy.
pitch
He's
is
looking a little tired.
I know, but he doesn't even need a full tank to hit bombs.
He's only got to get 20. Oh, but it's in 3 minutes. They
I
def-
don't- This swing sucks right now. He's exhausted. He's not even getting him up. Oh, there's one.
In 2019, back at it.
Listen to the
Every
crowd.
time he grounds the ball, the crowd likes to see
Oh
that.
man, that kid almost ate it.
Julio to get to the ball.
It's crazy. Oh,
Oh my.
So 3 players played in 24 All-Star games. Name them.
Halfway up that
Mays,
second
Aaron.
pitch. That one to left
Mays and
center.
Aaron.
Three
Yep.
players played in
Musial.
24. Were they
Yep,
exactly
3 players
24 or was 24
played
or
in-
more?
No, played in exactly 24.
24.
So Mays and Aaron we already got. Who's the third?
Yeah,
Musial.
Usually, yep.
nice.
These are some good bar bets. He's got his 30 seconds.
Guerrero's hitting missiles. Oh boy.
If he gets hot, then
Yeah, if he gets hot, he could run through this thing and not even need the bonus time.
Oh my god! I thought that other kid that ran in was just gonna eat it too.
All right, let's go over buyers and sellers at the deadline real quick.
Yeah.
before-
Yeah.
Let's so first, who's buying?
I hope the Reds are buying.
Well, I think there's a
Marlins
lot.
like
I think most teams would put themselves in buyer categories. I think that's the wonderful thing about the new playoff format is you get teams that are just in it much later in the season than they would have been 5 or 6 years ago. Like I'll be honest, selfishly, hometown. Like I would like the Red Sox to be buyers.
Yeah, same.
Like you're 2 games out of a last wildcard spot. Just because you're a buyer doesn't mean you're all in to win the World Series. But if you have an
Right.
opportunity to make a run and sneak into the postseason, like, you know, I'm not saying be reckless, but if you have an opportunity to go add a couple pieces, like some starting pitching, like you should go do it.
Yep.
And I think a lot of teams are like that.
Yankees are one of those teams that needs pitching, that needs
Absolutely.
something. I mean, they're
Yes,
buying.
I would firmly put the Yankees in buyers. Absolutely, they should be.
Who are
I-
you?
I would
who
put
are you
the
giving
entire
up?
AL East as a buyer.
Yeah, the whole AL East.
The
Absolutely.
whole AL East right now is a buyer. Because you got Baltimore, who is just tearing it up and has added chaos to this division. And the Blue Jays are who they are, and Tampa Bay is always who they are, and they're just stealing wins. And the whole AL East is a buying division right now.
Should be. I mean, they're all in play. I mean, I think the question the Red Sox have is it a good opportunity to be a seller? Are there pieces you can pick up that'll be with you down the road? Because, like, you know, guys like Duvall aren't going to be here next year. Kike's not going to be here next year. Paxton won't be here next year. Like, are you better off to sell some of those pieces off last year, like they didn't do with Xander?
Right.
Or do you hang on to them and try to make a run, and then if you miss the playoffs, they all go anyways?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all going to depend on as we're approaching the deadline in the next couple of weeks. Like, what are the moves that are potentially can be made? Like, if we get into kind of when it starts to heat up and the Red Sox are trying to make moves but they can't land anything, then it turns into like, hey, like we got nothing that we can add. Then maybe you start getting rid of some of those pieces just to get some semblance of stuff back. But that wouldn't be my first instinct. Right, like my first instinct is not like, hey, let's get rid of Duvall, let's get rid of all these guys. Like, no, like let's try and add. And if we get down to the end of it and we just have nothing, we have no moves to make, you know, then that might be worth doing.
Yeah, that's fair. I think teams that are selling are Cardinals. I think are going to sell.
They
Absolutely.
Need to blow it up.
I think they're done. And then White Sox are going to sell.
See, I think the White Sox are a sneaky team. I think that if they have a good week or two after the All-Star break, they'll keep their, you know, they'll be buyers. But if they tank, there's definitely
Yeah. I mean, I got another one, Nick, too, and it's a team that like a month ago I was insanely high on, and it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's really fallen off. Pittsburgh's got themselves, they're like 8 or 9 games back now with the final wildcard spot. Like, you know, the young pieces they have. I wonder if they are in a spot where it's like, you know what, if we can sell some of these guys that we know aren't going to be long term, and we can just add some extra pieces around the core guys that we have, the O'Neill Cruzes and such, like that might make sense for them.
Yeah.
They've really fallen off in the last month. I mean, they're
really
8 or 9 games under 500. I mean, they're
8 games under 500, 8.5 games back in the division, 8 back at the wild card.
They've lost.
They're
like
in another one of
18
those
out of
funks.
21. Their last 21. Like it's real bad.
Yeah.
It's a real
it's
bad.
been
deal.
bad.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I didn't expect them to be contenders, but I didn't think they would fall off a cliff like this. I thought they'd kind of bob around in third place and be relevant for a while, but
Right. So did I. I was very on record saying that, and I look stupid. But that could be a team that I think ends up maybe, you know, you're not getting rid of O'Neill Cruz, You know,
No.
those guys. I mean, but
Well,
some
like
of the
McCutcheon.
pieces, yeah, the edge pieces, like, you know, McCutcheon goes to a contender. McCutcheon, you know, he's still got some ball left in him. I mean, he's a fourth outfielder somewhere, someone that comes off the bench and, you know, adds some good veteran leadership in a dugout. Like, that could be, you know,
Yeah.
you might be able to get a decent haul back for a guy like him.
Yeah, I agree. One team I question too is San Diego. What they're going to do? Do they stay the course and try to play their way through it?
You can't sell anybody though. Who you
No.
selling?
I mean, you got. There's another team that's got like a
Blake
billion.
Snell. Blake
So
Snell.
you could
Blake-
spin Blake
Blake
Snell.
Snell
You could
is a-
spin
You're
Juan
right.
Soto
Blake Snell
back
is
out
in
of
a
there.
You're right.
Blake Snell is in a contract here. That guy has been shoving since like May 23rd or whatever those numbers are. Absolute shoving. Blake
Dude's
Snell
lights out.
could get you a haul.
It's true. He could. You're right.
Soto too. I think
Tatis, Soto.
Cronenworth,
think-
maybe.
Tatis is their future. I don't see them doing anything with him.
Yeah, he's
Tatis is a
been really
wild
good.
card in the locker room. He's too much. I think he's half the reason that the Padres are playing as poorly as they are. Honestly, yeah, he's dynamic on the field, but you have no idea what he's like in the clubhouse and all of the antics during the offseason with breaking his arm, dirt bike, PEDs, all that stuff. Like
All of it.
every stadium they go to, the fans are on him, on the Padres. I'm sure it's wearing on the team. I would not be surprised if they sell him. I wouldn't.
No,
wouldn't be
but if
surprised
you're-
they keep him or sell him.
But if he's
But
a
it's go to-
clubhouse cancer, like you say, he might be, or stupid young stuff that that they tried to play it off. Oh, he's just a young kid. He doesn't know whatever. They need somebody in that locker room to reel him in, like a true veteran. They need to make a move
Well, I
for
think
a veteran to guide this.
They did with Xander. I think that was in
Well,
mind when they went out and paid Xander a bucket load of money. And let's be honest, Xander just has not performed outside of that first 3 weeks of the year. He's been pretty dismal for them.
Yep.
You know, sometimes the moves just don't work. And I think that was the intention with Xander was, hey, we're going to, fill a need. We're going to get a stable guy that we know is going to show up for us every day in Xander. And he's also going to add the veteran leadership. And he's, won World Series, multiple World Series. Like, he knows what it takes and yada, yada. It just hasn't worked. Like sometimes, moves just don't work. But
Fair
the
enough.
whole Tatis thing, like, I look at, and I don't necessarily disagree, Nick. I think you're probably right. But with all that being said, what team's going to want to trade away a whole bucket load of prospects and picks for a guy that they just don't know who's going to show up every day? Like,
Wait,
if he does
another
that,
high power, high strikeout guy? Yankees.
dude. Hey, listen, it was in my head. I didn't say it though. It was in my head, but I was going to say it.
Ouch. Shots
New York
fired.
will eat him alive.
Yeah, they will.
We will not tolerate the slam Diego. Look at me, have fun, flip the bat, do all that stupid stuff that he's been doing for for the last 3 years. Or
And
whatever.
he'd have to cut his hair.
And he'd have to cut his hair, and the Yankees would just eat him alive.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge won't allow that. I mean, Aaron Judge is pretty much a new Derek Jeter, like as the captain, and kind of runs it like Derek Jeter did, like a machine.
Yeah.
Although then you see a guy like Aaron Hicks who goes to Baltimore, looks like a whole different player once he gets out of New York.
Right.
Something to be said for an environment that's
Joey
a little bit
Gallo
more
was the
laid
same
back.
thing.
Yeah, Joey Gallo sucked for us.
Mhm.
Lit it up when he left.
Like epically bad.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think the two biggest pieces that could be shipped at the deadline, I mean, obviously Ohtani, if that ever comes to fruition, but I think Jack Flaherty from the Cardinals could be a huge piece for
He could
somebody.
be a good get.
And then Lucas Giolito from the White Sox could also be
So, yeah.
a good
Yep.
get for somebody.
Everybody's got Giolito on the radar.
Yeah. I think those are your two.
What is he?
Is he a Boris guy though? That's the biggest question.
I mean, everybody is, aren't they?
Well,
Except for Robinson Cano, he's a JP
What is he?
guy.
Do you know offhand, Nick, what his contract situation is?
Giolito's, I think he would be a rental.
He's a rental.
I think he is.
Like he's out. He's up at the
Yeah,
end of the
he's
year.
1
Yes,
year,
sir.
10.4 million. He's an unrestricted free agent. He's
Okay.
gonna go do his thing. And the news also just dropped on him that his wife has filed for divorce.
oh,
So he's out of Chicago. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Jack Flaherty's contract status right now either, but he's got to be coming up. He's been with the Cardinals for a while.
He's only like 25 years old.
Right, but yeah.
No, I'm shocked at how young he is.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is he's 27. This is his last arbitration season, so he's an unrestricted free agent
Oh,
next
so
year.
He's obviously older than I thought. I thought he was younger.
Well, we
Yeah.
did miss a year and a half because he was out with either
Right.
shoulder or Tommy
True.
John or whatever.
That's right. Yeah,
um,
that's true.
Yeah, so this is his final. He's in his final arbitration year, so next year he goes to free agency, big boy free agency.
So
Yeah,
you could get him at the deadline and sell him you get a full year. You could sign and trade him. I think the rumors have been flying about this, and I would love it, but Paul Goldschmidt to go back to Arizona. But
That deal doesn't excite me.
it does for me. I've been watching the Arizona Diamondbacks, and
Yeah.
these guys
I mean,
are awesome.
I watched the Cardinals play the other day, and I watched them make 3 errors in a span of 2 innings. Goldschmidt made one of them. It was a lazy, lackadaisical play. Gorman made one. Contreras threw a ball that damn near went in the center field seats from behind home plate. He wasn't even close. That team is horrendous to watch play. And Goldschmidt looks completely disinterested there.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't know. I've been off the Goldschmidt train for a little while.
Yeah, he goes through a week where he hits 6 bombs, and then he goes through a week where he strikes out 24 times.
He's a roller coaster, but he always has been. Like, at least that part of him is consistent. But he's not having a bad season. But he's not having.
Dude, that kid just got it off the face.
Oh yeah, he did.
Finally. I mean, not finally, but like.
Jeez,
like-
Nick.
Well, it was just a matter of time.
Oh,
It was a
Snuff
matter of
City.
time.
That kid got.
The kid behind him goes.
He did.
He got up though, but
You see the kid behind him? He's like.
Yeah, dude got drilled, man.
He ate that one in his forehead.
I don't understand why these guys are hitting the ball 115 miles per hour off the bat.
that kid, I've been saying this for years.
That kid went feet up.
We're gonna lose the kid one of these days. I'm
What
surprised
parent
they're
lets their
not
kid do this?
to wear helmets out there when they're catching the ball. I know it looks ridiculous and stupid, but
Or quite honestly, man, and I know like this is like if you're gonna let this, you gotta let these balls land before you start throwing. These kids are looking for fly balls, and there's just line drives getting hit in the face.
It's
That's what
chaos
I'm
out
saying,
there.
Like,
It's like being in downtown Baghdad. I mean, these kids, it's coming from all over.
I think they're taking.
well,
the
right
kid
now
off
it's
the field
downtown
right now.
Springfield, but yeah.
That kid
Yeah,
got
as they
lit
should.
up.
The kid's got a conky.
I mean, that thing was a rocket too, and he just that thing hit him, and his feet went like up in the air. He hit the ground. The kid behind him is gasping like it's horrifying.
Oh my god! Well,
Did they stop it for a timeout? Because I don't have the sound.
Vladimir Guerrero, he called a timeout, but
Okay. I was gonna say, did they stop it for the poor kid that just needed
the kid's getting wheeled off the field.
I mean, God, that's ridiculous.
I mean, these are not like pop flies. These are absolute rockets.
I watched a guy earlier in the stands tonight take one and like almost break his hand. Like you can see him grabbing it, and then he's regretting life for just reaching out and grabbing that ball.
He's
Yeah,
regretting life. Well, we saw a guy in the bleachers earlier take one like off the chest, square on.
I mean, think about it. Like it's cool being out in the outfield, but I wouldn't buy a seat to sit and watch a home run derby behind home plate, anywhere between the foul poles. It's like
Crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I get
Vladdy
it
is
hard for all,
broken.
but still.
All right. So how many? So what? So the record for most in a derby is what? 91, right?
91.
Combined?
And how many does I think so? Like combined,
Yeah,
full
Guerrero
and everything.
Guerrero's got the record with 91 in the single home run derby.
Oh wow.
All right. So how many does Randy need to break that? Because Randy went off
He did.
in the first couple rounds.
He was 24 and then 35.
So it's
So we
59.
24. So that's
Guerrero
59.
is
He's
So he
42.
needs
Yeah, but the year that
Matt
Guerrero had the 90 something, he had like a 4 overtime match against Jock Peterson. So he got like an
That's
extra.
right.
Oh, is that
like,
what it was?
in San Francisco.
Yeah, he got like an
In
extra
San
like
Francisco,
15
that's
to
right,
20
yeah.
home runs because both of them had that like it was like a 4-round swing off.
He's
So he
got
got like an
20 with
extra.
another minute.
That's right.
That poor kid though is gonna be like on TikTok and like all of those.
Dude, you think he cares about TikTok? That guy has scrambled egg brains. I don't think he cares about TikTok right now.
That's why he'll be on TikTok. Dude, that ball, I was just like, God. Yeah, if you're gonna do this,
glove, he just wore
Yeah.
it right off the face.
I
He's gonna have
gonna do
stitch
this
marks in his
rapid
forehead
fire.
forever.
I wouldn't put my kid out there. Like if
No,
I know
not
it's
a chance.
No.
or it's like little league champions around the town or whatever the city,
I-
but no way would I.
Yeah, little league.
yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't put if my kid was a little league all-star, I wouldn't put him out there for like a high school home runner. It's just he's never. It's just totally
No, I
different
mean, I don't know that I'd feel all that comfortable out there, let alone putting a kid out there.
as a grown-up. Yeah, as a grown-up, I agree.
I wouldn't put my college team out there. Like you said, like they're rapid fire pitching in there and they're up trying to catch a line drive or a pop.
Is
fly, and
Rosarina
then
wearing cowboy boots?
He was, yeah. He just
Yeah,
He is something else.
I remember like going when Anthony Delfonso had his hitting clinic in
It's
school,
Delfonso.
and I would throw him BP sometimes, and just listening to the sound that his bat would make.
Oh, it's different.
As a professional, I mean, he wasn't a pro like MLB, but he played pro ball. I mean, just listening to the sound of the bat just in the cage, like just as far as they're throwing, and I'm lobbing them just like that. It was like earth shattering bat.
It's
It's
different.
like I would duck for my life behind
yeah.
the pitcher's L.
Yeah. Even then, you're not sure the L screen's gonna stop half of
Well, that's
them.
the thing. You're afraid it's
No.
going to come through anyways.
And he had a good one. He had one just like the pattern one like these guys have, but
Yeah.
Vladdy just got brushed back.
Jesus. This was your finals, huh, Harrison?
Who
did you-
Guerrero and
who did
Rosarina
you-
said it when we first came on.
Who did you pick?
Guerrero. I'm in love with
He's
Vladdy.
gonna
I've
need-
loved him for years.
gonna need more than 26.
Yeah, Vladdy was my pick to win it. My original pick to win it was Rosarina, and I went, no, I think Vladdy will do it.
25's decent.
We got off the show last week, and I think Sean texted his pick was a Rosarina. I'm like, that's totally mine too.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I flipped it and said, no, I'll take Vladdy.
Big moment.
I mean, I don't know if I would be down in the cage just taking swings after I just
Like-
swung as much as I did.
I feel like
Yeah.
more swings is not better right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because I've always been from the school of I don't want my guys in this thing. Like I don't want Yankees in it.
Well, before you got on, Nick and I were talking about that, and I can understand why guys like Shohei and Matt Olson and guys like that said, no, I'll pass. Like I'd rather not mess myself up for the second half.
Right.
Like I get that. Like I get that perspective of there's not a great track record of guys going through this and coming out and having a great second half. And then Sean was talking
Especially if
last
they
week
go
about like
three-
Pete Alonso changing
especially
his
they go
swing and
3-4.
everything leading up to it to get ready.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Like a couple of years ago when Judge was in it, I was like, oh my god, no, anything but this.
Yeah, it's tough.
I
mean,
think he was in it last year too with the Chase, wasn't he? Or did he take it off last year? He was in
No,
that-
I don't think Judge was in it last year. I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
Let's see.
So was the
No, he wasn't.
No.
It was Schwarber, Alonso, Corey Seager, Juan Soto, Jose Ramirez,
Otani.
J-Rod, Acuna, and Pujols. Otani wasn't in it last year.
Oh, that's right. 21 he was.
I would love Buxton on the Yankees. I wish he would become a Yankee.
Why?
he
So
missed
he
half
can
the
be on the
season?
IL too?
I was just going to say, you complain about injuries, you want Buxton?
I like that speedy, bunty, fast, guy. I like that.
He hasn't bunted in 5 years, man. The
That's
dude is a 40-40
It's not-
guy if he can stay on the field.
That's true.
It's not the player. I love Buxton.
Oh my God.
I predicted a 30-30 season
Amazing.
from Buxton, so I love Buxton. But he gets hurt enough as is. You put him in pinstripes, he'll never play again as long as he lives.
That's true.
He'll go.
There's just something about that uniform.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I know you guys love Jacoby Ellsbury and all, but that kind of player you don't need another one of.
Yeah.
Did he even play any games for the Yankees?
I think he played like 6. To be honest with you,
He signs that
The
big
least that I
contract to
could-
leave Boston, then you never saw him again.
I always used to forget he was on the Yankees for a while. Then I'd get like the new show or whatever for the year to be like, oh yeah, he is on the roster.
Yeah, they're still paying him,
Yeah.
and then they had
Yeah.
to fight over the last year of his contract.
It's brutal.
That dude played like 9 games and got a whole bag of money.
Another guy I'd love to see on the Yankees, but he'll never stay healthy, is Chisholm.
Hmm.
I like Jazz a lot.
Yeah,
He's got too many years left. in
I mean-
Miami.
Yeah.
If you think Yankee fans would eat Tatis alive for his antics, what do you think they would do with Jazz? And I love Jazz. I think he's a great player.
Jazz doesn't have this. So Tatis comes off more of an arrogant prick, in my opinion, and Jazz just comes off more like having fun, kind of like Manny used to do. Like it was just Manny being Manny, man.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I get. I don't see too much of a difference between the two of them. I mean, obviously Tatis has the PED stuff and the other like off the field stuff that makes it look a little bit worse.
Well, he
but,
also
like,
got into a fight and
I mean-
out with his own teammates too.
the Marlins last year had to hold a players only meeting to tell Jazz that he had to stop Euro stepping on around third base when they were down 12-0.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I didn't
They
know
were
that.
like, dude, like enough is enough.
I didn't know any of that.
Which I don't necessarily. It's like, dude, what? Let him be him. I mean, this is when he's at his best. Same with Randy. Randy Arozarena is at his best when he is doing this kind of shit. So like, let him do it.
Right.
But when does
So
it
I
get
don't have
old?
necessarily anything against him. What's that?
I just say, but when does it get old? Like when does they cross that line where it's like not appropriate anymore because you're like up 15-1 or down 20-2?
I think it gets.
Fastball hits.
I think it in New York. In New York, it gets old quicker because they don't. New York, Boston, like they don't tolerate guys that are in it for themselves when the team is down by 10 runs.
I don't know about that. You guys
So
tolerated Manny. I mean, there was a time you held him hostage at the trade deadline. Came out at like after the trade deadline. I was like, "Hey man, I hit a home run off," and everybody was like, "Oh, well,
yeah, but
forget that we
Yeah,
held the whole team hostage for a week."
Manny won World Series here.
He did win World Series there, but he also was a menace.
So
Punched the
that,
trap.
so that's why
There
we
he-
tolerate. So that's why we tolerated Manny.
He pissed in the Green Monster. I mean, there's a list that goes on and on and on with Manny.
but the dude could hit with the lights out. Like the dude just hit,
Oh, I don't just.
and he also was a nasty cutoff in the outfield.
But I never. But that's the thing. Like my argument was not that Boston and New York fans don't tolerate eccentric behaviors. I'm saying when you're a bad team that's continually losing,
Yeah.
and you think about your antics more than you think about winning. One of the most notorious stories about Manny is no one cared about winning more than Manny did. Manny put in more effort. He did his Manny being Manny thing. No one lifted more than Manny. No one took more swings than Manny. This guy was morning, noon, and night just eat, sleep, and breathe baseball. So it's like, as a team, as a dugout, like as teammates, you can deal with him going to take a leak in the monster because, like, Manny's not going to quit on you. That's all. And I'm not saying Arozarena is. I'm not saying Jazz Chisholm is and all that. I'm just saying you get these guys that are eccentric, and the reason why you have to draw that line. They have to care about winning more than they care about the Euro stepping around third base and all that stuff. That's all I'm saying.
But
I'm not saying they can't do it.
I also think that we're heading into a newer generation of baseball. Like we're probably the last cutoff generation of like old school. Like we don't tolerate, the showboating as like the new.
But again, it's not
Love
the not
the
tolerating.
backflip.
And I'm not saying that. I don't care about that. All I'm saying is I don't care how young or old you are. I just don't want it to be more about you than it is about the team.
I don't disagree with you.
Jazz,
100%.
that's all I'm saying. I don't care about the bat flipping and the Euro stepping around third base. And my favorite Pittsburgh, the one win they've had in the last month, when Carlos Santana had that like little dance before he came across home plate, that was awesome. That was awesome because the team was involved in that. That wasn't a showboat look at me. That was a team choreographed thing. That was awesome.
Right.
Like I don't care about that stuff. That's all. It's a it's a gray argument, and I realize we're kind of talking in circles here.
Yeah.
But you know,
Well-
I think with a guy like Jazz and a guy like Randy, these guys, it's great and it's awesome and it puts eyeballs on screens and it brings fans to the game. But I imagine a locker room like it's got to get tiring in the locker room if you're constantly losing.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's easy to put up with when you're winning. So that's all. It's just
Right.
it's something like that's just got to get tired.
As you see the Tampa Bay Rays starting to come back down to earth, how much of these antics are they gonna keep rolling with? Right? I mean,
Right.
they're not playing 40-3 baseball like they did the first month and a half. They're playing
Right.
500, if not a little bit below 500 ball right now. Like, when does it? It's a long season. It's a grind. We've said it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta save your energy if you want to last 162 and compete in the playoffs.
Right. You look at a guy like Jazz, right? Let's just say a trade happens or free agency, whatever, big ticket, big extension in New York. He's now like, the second baseman of the future for the Yankees for the next 10 years, right? As a Red Sox fan, that'd make me nervous because he's a hell of a player.
Oh,
wow.
sure.
Let's say the Yankees start off slow and he's, they're not playing well. They're losing games and he's still doing his solo home run, Jazz Chisholm, flashing the chain in the camera. Like, how quickly do the New York Yankees locker room, front office, fans look at that and go, dude, cut the shit. Like, it does, like you're getting paid big money to be a central part of this team, and the team's not winning. Like, we don't care that you're hitting solo home runs in the game.
Yeah.
Like, how I feel like with the team like the Yankees, fan base like the Yankees, that it doesn't take long to get to that point.
No.
Is all I'm saying. It's different fan bases, different teams expect a whole lot more. The Marlins don't expect a lot from them, so it's like it doesn't really matter.
Well, that and the fact that the Marlins don't have a fan base to even begin with. Let's be honest.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a few guys down there that pay attention to ball, but his antics put butts in the seats, and that's basically it.
Sure. Yeah. Agreed.
Mm.
Agreed.
A Rosarina needs 4 in 30
So, Randy-
seconds to tie.
I
This is
don't.
crazy.
I don't think it's going to happen.
He's gassed already.
He is.
He was
Does not look happy too.
He ripped off a bunch at the
I
end.
think he's going to win it. I think he's going to. He did. I think he's going to win it.
It's going to be. I mean, he totally could do it.
What happens if they tie? Just
Light work on it. Says 4 in 30 seconds. Light work.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, for sure.
like what happens if you tie here?
Light work.
They have a 1 minute. I think it's a 1 minute swing off.
Has there ever been a tie in the final round?
I don't know about the finals. I know there has
There's
been,
been
in the
ties in
semis.
other rounds.
Yeah, I think it's a 1 minute swing off and then a 3 pitch swing or a 3 swing. It's cake. You'll see.
Yeah. So Connor, let's say Connor gets 5, right? He needs 5 to win. How long does it take him?
It's over under 17 and a
If
half.
it's cake,
17 and a half seconds, 5 homers.
I mean, he-
well, it's at least
I mean, that
4
would be-
seconds. It's at least 5, 6 seconds.
There's one.
One.
There's 2. That might be 3. That one's not.
You guys are clearly ahead of me because he hasn't even started swinging yet.
yeah.
4.
Oh, his pitcher's jamming him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
No, he ain't doing it.
Oh my God. We're just hit the gym. We're just hitting the warning
He's getting
track.
jammed
Oh,
up pretty
yeah.
good.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Is he going to finish one short?
Too short, I think.
yeah.
Warning track.
I
Well,
will-
wow.
He was gassed. I mean, you could see that
He
last
was
30 seconds.
done.
He was
Well,
gassed. He had no lower body
no,
going into those.
To him was inside.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Wow.
Griffey's eating well, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it has been. Griffey could still get up and probably.
He's making $3.59 million a year from the Reds right now. Of course he's eating well.
It's a lot of
Griffey
loss
did
for him.
actually during the World Baseball Classic. He was up there swinging.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. It's crazy.
Friggin' Andy Pettit wanted to dust it off and come out.
He can probably
No.
still go 5 innings and navigate a lineup.
No, maybe like one of like Great Britain or something like that, but no,
Yeah, who can't even put together a uniform, let alone a team.
right?
Crazy.
God had the letter fall off.
Nice.
I wish they would do the World Baseball Classic more than they have done. That should be like an every 3-year, 4-year thing, like the World Cup.
Well, it was supposed to be
It
every
is every
4.
3 years.
Yeah, it was supposed to be every 4, but then we had the pandemic and all that stuff. It was supposed to be.
COVID screwed it, but
Yeah.
that's the plan. Every 3 years.
Yeah. It'll be great, especially after this year, the notoriety it got.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch this year.
Yeah,
Man,
that
that
was
was-
insane.
That was a good one. That was a good derby.
I know you guys have probably talked about it, but I just this
Yeah.
was a great.
It definitely set the tone for this year for sure.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
World Baseball Classic. Like, it was exciting and not actually. And you had the Dominican, everybody thought would steamroll, and they didn't. So it was certainly interesting to see that you had some different teams
Mhm.
pop up.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah, Italy made it out of the.
we didn't have our best either.
No, I mean Team
No.
USA was underwhelming.
Well, I would say their pitching
Well,
staff
pitching
was.
wise.
Yeah, pitching was underwhelming. Yes.
Right.
What you
Right.
need.
Right. I mean, it was a great lineup.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trey Turner got all of
All
his
right,
hits
boys.
out in the World Baseball Classic.
I gotta go pay attention to the old lady.
It's
Yeah.
getting late here.
I'm getting off too. So, Craig, thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
thanks.
But yeah,
Um,
thanks, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I
of
have-
course. And then,
Yeah.
Morgan chiming in and Connor chiming in. It was great. But yeah, our regular show will be back on next Monday at 8. I will be coming from a new location as we're moving this weekend. So
Woo.
pretty
Congratulations.
pumped for
There
that.
we go.
So
Exciting.
all right. We'll see y'all next Monday at 8. Thanks for watching.
you.
See you.